coming, weaves through, gets to the ball, and one play. Good evening and welcome to Har-Ber Wildcat Arena as I'm Connor Jenkins, joined alongside me by Coach Davis, the head coach of the Central Warriors. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach Davis.
Happy to be here.
And Coach, we look at this game here today and we look at some of the storylines with the players. We look at McKinley Campbell, who is a star player. We're about to show this graphic here for, let's see, the McKinley Campbell graphic. There we go. McKinley Campbell, 18 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds on 50% from the three-point line against the Rogers Mounties.
I mean, my favorite thing to say is just she's different. I've been saying it for years. She's just different.
She is a different player. And then you look at the next player that we had, Maya Haney. She showed out her best game of her Har-Ber career so far. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals on 63% from the field. Maya Haney showed out for the Wildcats against the Rogers Mounties.
It's a scary team. McKinley's just such a stud. Maya's figuring it out. And I'd be scared if I were a team looking at Har-Ber and state tournament.
And I was talking with Coach Jenkins the other day, and you really talk with her, and her perspective is pretty good on this. Is they sit currently at the 4 seed, and they kind of like it. They like it because no one wants to play a Har-Ber Wildcat team that is the past 2 conference championships.
Absolutely.
That has lost 7 games in the past 3 years in conference play. No one wants to see that team in the first round.
And what is it? They've lost the 4 games by a total of 9 points.
Yes.
And, we're talking about a few free throws, one referee calling something different, and it's you're looking at a 1 seed.
You're looking at a 1 seed. There's a lot of things. They've lost 2 of the most important games, one to Springdale, one to Northside by 1 point.
1 point.
So that is just, this team definitely has potential to be a 1 seed. They have the youth. A lot of this youth that we talk about is also youth that you coached. That was part of your Central Warrior team. You've got a lot of Central Warriors on this roster.
Down there. A
lot of Warriors on this team.
Hey, 3 of them should still be Warriors.
3 of them are freshmen, and that Coach Davis is a little butthurt about not having down at Central.
I'm super happy for them.
But we talk about
where they should be.
Exactly, and we talk about the sponsors for this game. This game presented by Springdale Athletic Foundation, Arkansas Children's Hospitals, Core Architects, ESI, Ozarks Electric Cooperative, and PAM Transporters. We send it down to the national anthem. We'll be right back here after starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland and Principal Dr. Paul Green, welcome to Wildcat Arena. This is senior night. We've got a lot of festivities going on tonight, but that's going to happen between games. At this time, we ask that you please rise and turn your attention to the flags at the top of the gym for our Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the playing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag And now it's game time. Here's your starting lineups. First, the visiting Heritage Lady War Eagles. Double zero, Sophie Surratt. Number 3, Takara Neal. Number 5, Kia Dixon. Number 11, Brooklyn Simmons. And number 22, Maya Decor. Head coach, Josh Lehman.
Those are the starting lineups for the Wildcats and the Rogers Heritage War Eagles. And you look at it, it's a little abnormal than usual, but it's senior night here in Har-Ber High School. So you got the seniors, you got the freshmen on the other spectrum, as McKinley Campbell is the star freshman for this Wildcat team. We were talking about it before. There's only one other freshman that has averaged more than McKinley Campbell in conference play. That's Caitlin Coons.
Special kid.
Yes.
4-year state, all-state kid. But McKinley's on her way to being that special kid too.
She is definitely, as they're already sending kind of a trap or a threatening of a trap up top. McKinley Campbell sends it over to Delaney Roller. She'll pull from three-point territory and falls. That's actually a two for Delaney Roller. She starts off the scoring tonight. She's going to look to have a great senior night.
She doesn't miss from 15 feet.
She does not. Don't let the percentages fool you.
Yeah.
She is a knockdown shooter, is Delaney Roller. They're getting it inside now. Inside for two, up and good, Sophie Surratt.
That's what they gotta keep that kid off the boards. They gotta keep that kid out of the paint. She's tough.
McKinley Campbell getting threatened, or gets the double team. Trying to pass out of it, gets it to Weatherford. Over to Roller. Roller dribbles into the double team. They're doubling at all costs. Delaney pulls up the jumper, no good. Haley Kerbo with the rebound, and now tipped out of bounds by Neal. This is a different starting lineup than we first saw against the Rogers Heritage War Eagles.
Well, and they're going to be a little off probably with a different starting lineup than what they're used to, but it'll start flowing in a second.
Inside to McKinley Campbell, going against Neal. Now going inside, putting up the shot, no good. Off the back of the iron, Surratt with the rebound. And now Surratt will come the other way with it. She's against Roller.
Dead ball.
That's Dixon. Dixon inside, fouled on the play. That'll be, I think, Haley Kerbo. Haley Kerbo will pick up her first. As that'll send Dixon to the line, shooting two.
Good free throw shooter.
As she'll miss the first.
There you go.
It's called the commentator
That's
jinx.
Exactly. Hey, I'll take it. I won't say it about Har-Ber girls.
As Dixon will miss the second off the back of the iron. Haley Kerbo tries for the rebound. Delaney Roller gets it instead. And now McKinley Campbell will run the one responsibility. Sends it full court to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the dribble inside, no good. Simmons with the rebound, now throwing it out to Dixon. And Dixon will push the pace. Surratt knocks down Weatherford, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Weatherford.
JC Weatherford is famous for getting charges in just about every game she plays in.
Yes, got a charge against the Rogers Mounties. In limited minutes as well. Getting inside to Dixon on the block, up and good.
Solid player too. She's gonna battle for those.
Now Weatherford trying to send it back out. Surratt there for the double team. They have doubled at every single turn against this Wildcat team that is known for being a little undersized.
Yeah, every time we step out on the floor, we're the smallest team.
Other than maybe Springdale. That might be the only instance
we
that the Wildcats
well
are not the smallest team. That's Zach Arn's take, at least. As it gets inside, back to McKinley Campbell.
Nice.
She'll go up for the layup. Might have got blocked on the play. Weatherford there for the rebound. Back out to Delaney Roller. She'll fake the three, or shoot the three, I should say. She'll sidestep, I guess.
Lex getting her hands in there.
As McKinley Campbell from outside. Continuing her hot streak of shooting, as we showed in that graphic earlier. She shot 50% from the three-point line against the Rogers Mountie, 1 for 2, as she starts off 1 for 1 tonight. You coached a little McKinley Campbell back in the day.
Oh, man.
2 years
McKinley
ago.
Campbell is one of those kids you don't really have to coach that much, you know? You just let her go. McKinley has that it factor. She's such a great leader on the floor, and when she's off the floor, you can tell, because that's just missing.
Haley Kerbo picks up her first. Earlier, that foul was on McKinley Campbell, as they've got the board working today so that I can fact check my fouls.
That's helpful.
Yes. 5-4 our score, 5:36 left to play in the first quarter. They get it inside to Dixon. Dixon trying to send it back out to Simmons. Now sends it inside to Neal. Neal tipped away. Dixon gets it back, goes up for the layup, no good. Weatherford contesting for a rebound, and now Neal comes out with it. And now Dixon sends it up top to Simmons. Kerbo defending. Now Surratt sends it over. Back to Dixon, or to Neal, I should say.
Good.
And a jump ball call. Possession arrow should favor the War Eagles.
Struggling on the boards already. I mean, Coach Jenkins likes me to keep up with offensive rebounds when I'm on the bench, because that's just an area we're struggling.
And actually, the best player on the Wildcat team in offensive rebounds is Maya Haney. She averages 4 offensive rebounds per game in her last 5 games.
Wow, that's awesome.
As that 3 good by Sophie Surratt. She's got 5 points, matching Har-Ber's total points. As Delaney Roller tries to sit inside to McKinley Campbell, and this is the interesting question that you have to ask yourself: how long is Coach Jenkins going with the senior lineup?
Well, I would guess not much longer if the score doesn't start changing.
And I was in the huddle today with Coach Jenkins after practice, and she said, really, we talked about it earlier, how they've only lost 7 games in the past 3 years in conference play. They have a target on their back, according to Coach Jenkins.
You know, it's so interesting. McKinley Campbell good for 2 right there. You know, when you're on the other side of the loss, and it's been interesting to hear the other teams and how they celebrate when they beat us here in this building. You would think it was a state championship.
Yes.
It just tells you how much people want to beat Har-Ber.
Delaney Roller with a spin move inside for 2, blocking foul called, and that one will go to Dixon, or Neal, I should say. Takara Neal with her first personal. As Delaney Roller go to the line, she shoots 81% from the free throw line, a very good mark, leading the team in free throw percentage. And she'll sink the first. There's the substitutions here, as reinforcements are in for the Wildcats.
Good job at the seniors.
Yes.
Great start, great hustle.
As Delaney Roller will sink the pair. And now you see 3 freshmen in the game instead of seniors, as Madison Campbell will go up the shot and is fouled on the play. You'd like to see her finish those.
Again, another little area they've been struggling, finishing through a little bit of contact.
I kind of looked at that a few games ago. Northside, they were 6 of 18 from the 2 blocks.
Really? Northside?
6 of 18 against Northside.
Against Northside. You know, and how much of it is actual contact and how much of it is anticipating the contact, and it's something they work on in practice all the time is finishing through that contact, and hopefully we'll see that improve.
But one thing that definitely has to improve is the free throw shooting for the Wildcats. When they get to the line, they have to capitalize. Madison Campbell doing so right there, as she will miss the second. Delaney Roller there for the contested rebound, and it'll go the other way. 10-7 our score, and now they just took off the numbers from the board. So now we're in no man's land again. As Simmons will inbound, gets it inside to Williamson.
Har-Ber doing what they do best with press, using the speed.
War Eagles handling it, though. Surratt going inside against Maya Haney, and that's something that you're not going to do against Maya Haney. You're not going to finish without a contest.
That's exactly.
Delaney
She's
Roller,
not the one to get an and one.
as Maya Haney goes inside,
There
puts
it
up a
is.
shot and good. Maya Haney inside for two. She's already continuing what she was doing against the Mounties.
Finishing through contact.
Finishing through contact is something Maya Haney can do very well. As Williamson trying to get inside, but is stopped by McKinley Campbell. The 5-second count almost close. Very close was the 5-second count.
Ooh,
Maybe one
looked
tick
like
away. But they get the charge instead. That's Jasmine MacArthur down low for the charge against Akia Dixon.
Love the effort. Love the effort.
That's exactly what you want to see from the Wildcat squad. As McKinley Campbell will run the point guard responsibilities. And one of the great things that this Wildcat team has is they have 3 guards, 3 point guard
Very
potential.
solid guards.
So they've got Madison Campbell, Jazz MacArthur, and McKinley Campbell, and all of them can run the one spot at any given moment. As McKinley Campbell lines up a 3 and doesn't get it to fall.
All good decision makers. All good ball handlers. All good against pressure.
Which is something they've struggled with in the past. The Wildcats have. They had Glacia Andrew for the past few years, but that was really the only one. Maybe Maddox McCracken a few years ago,
Yep.
but
Oh.
jump ball call. The position arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats going the other way. 12-7 our score with 2:57 left to play in the first quarter. Of course, Patience McDaniel could do anything you wanted her to.
Yeah, just
but
put the ball in her hands.
just put the ball in her hands and get out of the way at some points. But McKinley Campbell will bring it up. She gets met with a double, breaks the double quickly, sends it out to her sister Madison Campbell. She'll line up the 3 and good. Madison Campbell from 3-point territory.
It's just too easy.
That is too easy for Madison Campbell as they have left her wide open. I asked her to get a double-double tonight. Maybe that'll happen. 4 points in the game for Madison Campbell as Neal coming across against Maya Haney. And Maya Haney, I thought she might have got a nope, jump ball. It'll get overturned to a jump ball. As Ayani Henry will come in for Delaney Roller.
We just keep getting younger and younger out there.
Yes, this is now a junior, a sophomore, and 3 freshmen.
And the
on the court.
junior, hurt last year with the ACL, really has the experience of a sophomore.
Yes, very much true. This is her first year of 6A basketball.
Yes.
As inside for 2 is, I thought it went to Alexis Lee, but that is Kia Dixon who picks it up. Now MacArthur. Giving it to Ayani Henry. Now McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell coming around the screen, getting met by a double team, sends it over Madison Campbell. Back to McKinley Campbell. Missed a cutting Maya Haney. But now MacArthur.
Screen roll action looks good.
Inside to Maya Haney, going inside, baseline, putting on the moves. And a traveling violation call, moved the pivot a little too much down on the block. And now it'll be Heritage throw in, 15-9 our score, 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. As now Williamson with the ball against McKinley Campbell, now being met by a little taste of the own medicine right there by the Wildcats.
Hey.
They'll double team of their own. Now MacArthur with it. She's looking to push. Going inside, sends out to Madison Campbell. Wide open 3 again. And knocks it down.
She looks confident tonight.
She does. And tell us about the potential that Madison Campbell has.
Listen, this kid, first, we talked earlier about her potential to get a triple-double because the kid is just going to do whatever it takes to win a basketball game. She is going to be your leading rebounder on a lot of nights as a little guard. She could potentially be your leading scorer on the same night she's a leading rebounder. She's just a solid player.
Now Surratt sending it over Simmons, now to Williamson. Moving the ball pretty well are the War Eagles. Madison Campbell haven't been able to get many paint touches, which is not a normal thing. Normally teams go inside against the Wildcats. As they did right there.
It's definitely the weakness of the Har-Ber Wildcats is our size. So most teams try to take advantage of that.
Ayani Henry will pick up the personal. As Surratt will go to line. Surratt, I don't know which one it is, but either way, she's got 6 points. I think they called that Madison Campbell 3 a 2.
Really?
Which I thought it was.
From up here, it looked like she was behind that line.
I'll go check the book at halftime. Halftime plans now. As Surratt will miss the second. Rebounded, though, by the War Eagles again. And something the War Eagles do have is size. They are a very kind of bigger team.
Yeah, Surratt is a solid kid, lots of rebounds.
It's right there, MacArthur unsuccessful on the finish as a mishandle by the War Eagles, and that'll go the other way. Maya Haney threatened the block.
And what a hustle by Maya Haney to get down there, beat the basketball.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter, 17-10 our score. The Wildcats can't take the last shot here, but they will have whatever they like. Delaney Roller putting on the move, sidestep, mid-range jumper, good. The impressive move from Delaney Roller.
She's so good off that one dribble. Pull up.
Williamson now with it. Trying to give it up. Delaney Roller tried to shoot the gap. Alexis Lee with the ball, gives it up. Simmons shoots from three, no good. Rebounded by the War Eagles. Surratt going inside, putting up the shot at the buzzer, and good.
And that's just so frustrating for a coach to allow an offensive rebound, 2 points at the buzzer when we should have had the rebound right there and had the last possession.
As that'll send us to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Welcome back. 19-12 our score, a 7-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena in what is one of the last games of conference play. And Coach, tell us a little bit about the standings right now if it were to end today.
If it ends today, Har-Ber sits in the 4 seed, but the crazy thing is we could actually end up in the 2 seed depending on what happens. Fayetteville sitting in the 2 seed right now, but they still have Northside to play. They still have to play us. Springdale sitting in 3rd. They still have to play us. So it's crazy how the whole thing could shake out. We could win out and end up in the 2 seed, or who knows what's going to happen. But every game from here on out really, really matters. And in the 6A and 6A West especially, anybody could win any night.
Any night. I like to call it earlier, we talked about it earlier, the spider web of the 6A.
Yes. There's
a lot of things that can happen. Rogers Heritage War Eagles actually beat the Bentonville Tigers by 10. And the Bentonville Tigers beat the Har-Ber Wildcats.
And the Springdale
Bulldogs,
yes,
who are 2 top teams in the 6A West. And Rogers Heritage sits at the 7th seed currently, could rise to the 6th seed, but that is where they fall currently.
So this game matters to them.
This game matters a ton to them because this would actually, if they were to win, put them in the 6th seed and get them to the playoffs.
And then once you get to state, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. As it goes to the other side, inside to Delaney Roller, mid-range jumper up, off the backboard, good.
Delaney's having a good night, finding a way to score.
8 points in the game for Delaney Roller. 21-12 our score, and a foul called on Jasmine MacArthur.
And that's just one of the, Jasmine's so fast. She's such a good defender. That's just one of those that you don't have to have right there. Just be solid, move your feet, keep her in front of you. She's pulled her dribble almost every time Jazz has guarded her.
MacArthur still defending against Williamson. They're trying to get it inside. They get it inside to Dixon, now guarded by Maya Haney. Dixon gives it up, Williamson. 7:16 left to play in the second quarter. Williamson going inside against MacArthur, met by Haney with the block, and Madison Campbell gets the ball. She's looking to push. Dribbling through traffic, pulls up for mid-range, never mind, gives it to MacArthur. Bank shot, no good. Madison Campbell with a contested rebound goes to the War Eagles. That was a series of events.
And what I'd love to see is the battle and the hustle, and everybody just, everything looks important to them.
As that one foul, I think that one's going to go to Maya Haney.
Maya's just got to do a little bit better job right there of keeping her hands off of her, moving her feet, just being solid. She's a good defender, just got to keep your hands off.
As Dixon will go to the line. Haley Kerbo going to come back into the game, as well as Lexa Fitzgerald. As that one good by Dixon.
Love seeing the senior Haley Kerbo get some minutes here.
Heard you got a story on her.
Kerbo is such an interesting. When she was a freshman at Central, our principal, Dr. Lofton, walks in the gym one day, mid-October, mind you, maybe end of October, with this 5'10" kid, looks like a stud athlete. I don't know where she's been. She moved in from Florida, never touched a basketball. Got her first taste of basketball at Central, learned a lot. She wasn't quite ready to play as a freshman, never having played before, but she got to Har-Ber and she just never gave up, and she put in the extra work and she put in the minutes. And her and Coach Tarver, after practice every day, and here she is, being a really solid player for the Wildcats, and works her tail off every day and just trying to do what she can to help her team win.
Inside to Haley Kerbo, back out to MacArthur, and now to Madison Campbell, swinging the ball to the Wildcats all the way to Roller for the three, and good. Delaney Roller is on a hot streak tonight, shooting the ball.
The senior is feeling it tonight. I love it. Love to see it.
11 points in the game for Delaney Roller. MacArthur defending against Williamson.
Doing a better job keeping her measuring stick, as we like to say.
Surratt from three. She's hot tonight as well. She's got 11.
She's dangerous. I mean, whether she's in the paint or on the three, she's just a dangerous player.
Very good player for the War Eagles as Madison Campbell lines up a three again. Madison Campbell.
Maddie and Delaney filling it tonight.
That's 9 for Madison Campbell as they have it on the board. I maybe had her at 10, but I'll check at halftime. But 9 or 10 for Madison Campbell. She's just having a great night tonight. And that's not what she does. She's not. There's so many players that are one-dimensional, two-dimensional players. She's got all 3 dimensions of a basketball player.
Whatever you need her to do on whatever night, she's going to do it. If you need her to D up and get steals, she's going to do it. If you need her to get rebound putbacks, she's going to do it. I don't know if you need her to make free throws, it may not be. But
that might be the one area of improvement for a freshman that has 3 more years to go.
It's so exciting to see how this young team is really coming together right now. I think they're playing their best basketball right now. Like I said, I wouldn't want to. If I was in the Central, I would not want to pull Har-Ber for that first game of state.
Not at all. As it has been an up and down season for the Wildcats, but they have found their stride as of late. Is definitely what we're going to go with.
I mean, clearly, you watch them play, and every night they just look a little bit better and a little bit better, a little cleaner.
And what more can you ask as a coach?
Hey, just effort, right? Extraordinary effort every night.
The 5 givens.
5 givens.
We can explain that later, I guess. That's going inside and good for Dixon.
And that's a frustrating moment for a coach. You got to see ball, got to see man.
MacArthur sends over Madison Campbell. Wouldn't mind to see her pull from there.
She wants to set Delaney a screen. Very unselfish player, Maddie Campbell.
She pulls from three and good! Madison Campbell says, I'm going to score tonight and you're not going to stop me.
I mean, she gave Delaney the ball screen, tried to give it to Delaney, and
wow, Madison Campbell having one of her best scoring nights as a Har-Ber Wildcat in her freshman year. And if she has this, boy, watch out 6A West.
I mean, and that's a great example of letting the game come to you, not forcing it, letting it come to you. Makes a mistake there on defense with the back cut.
Kia Dixon inside. She's got 9 in the ball game. Now MacArthur, she'll pull from deep. She wanted to get involved. Misses that one, hits the structure, and that'll be out of bounds. Now McKinley Campbell, Maya Haney going to sub into the ball game. Madison Campbell, Haley Kerbo going to sub out.
It's a 22 Wildcat lead.
Madison Campbell should be back shortly. She's on a hot streak tonight.
Get her a minute and get her right back in there.
But you love to see it. This is what the Har-Ber coaching staff of Coach Josh Tarver, Coach Kimberly Jenkins, Coach Bakari Norman have been asking for all year of Madison Campbell.
And she's doing, she's such a coachable kid. And
jump ball call. The possession will favor the War Eagles. Continue.
Well, I lost my train of thought. But Maddie's she's just a kid that you'd love to coach. She has, her emotion is completely stable all the time. She's going to try to do whatever you ask her to do, and she just wants to win. So she's going to do whatever it takes to win.
But you love that in a player.
I mean,
and same with her twin sister.
Her twin sister has that on a whole nother level.
As McKinley Campbell now defending against Williamson. Now Simmons sends it over back to Williamson. Williamson going to set up the offense. I think she came off the bench tonight, but has been really running the one responsibilities when in the ball game.
Ooh, the referee just took out Jasmine MacArthur.
Well, that's not a good sign, but MacArthur back into it. McKinley Campbell tried to push her into a player, but a three is good, I think, by Simmons.
Everybody was a little confused on what was happening right there.
McKinley Campbell now with the ball, gives it up MacArthur. MacArthur over to Maya Haney. Getting down slow, getting out to Lex Fitzgerald. 3 up, 3, no good.
Great
MacArthur
rebound.
with a rebound, put it back up, and don't score it yet. Maya Haney with a steal, a shot, a foul, and Maya Haney will go to the line shooting 2 for the Har-Ber Wildcats.
Love, love, love the battle for the boards right there on offense. I mean, it's an extra possession.
Extra possession matters for this Wildcat team that
And
needs to
another
score at a high
foul.
volume. Allowing the War Eagles to kind of stay in this game right now. Need to probably put on a little bit of the foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's this close. It feels like Har-Ber's has a hold on this game, but it's a close game.
Some defensive adjustments maybe need to be made at halftime because some defensive slip-ups have happened for the Wildcats. Some back cuts, some backdoor screens.
Some little things that they've been taught how to guard better that they're just missing.
As Maya Haney will miss the second but makes the first, so splits the pair. And 31-25 our score, a 6-point lead for the Lady Wildcats with 3:05 to play in the second quarter. Given up now Simmons. Simmons guarded by Lexi Fitzgerald, who has been a breakout player for the Wildcats this year.
And to me, she's the Dennis Rodman of the Wildcats. She's
I love it.
I mean, she's a kid that may not have 2 points at one night, but she could have 10 rebounds and she could have 5 deflections, and she's going to do her job to the very, very best of her ability.
And how many Dennis Rodmans can you have on a team? Because I think Ayani Henry might fit that mold as well.
Yeah, she sure can.
Ayani Henry was a very good player for the Central Warriors. Now a very solid rotational player that could mean so much more in the future to this Wildcat team.
And again, a sophomore. Just
exactly.
a young player.
Maya Haney trying to post up now. McKinley Campbell with the ball. Going inside, weaving through their defenders. Now getting the ball back. Spin move. Up and in. No good. Maya Haney with a contested rebound, and Neal will come away with it. Sends it up to Simmons.
Love the poise of McKinley Campbell making those moves right there.
Now Dixon sends out Simmons. Wide open three from Simmons. The miscue by the Wildcats almost led to a three, but Ayani Henry gets the rebound.
And almost give up an offensive rebound right there. Just, just box out.
And that's backcourt violation. As Maya Haney's not used to having the ball in her hands in that position.
The word I just used, little poise right there.
I think that's I guarantee that's one of the keys to the game for Coach Jenkins.
There's a really good chance, and I will bet $1 million that box out rebound is a key to the game on that board in there.
What's the under-over on that line? You can bet everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Can we bet on what the 5 givens are for Coach, or the 5 keys are for Coach Jenkins?
I think I could win money on that one. I don't bet, but I think I could win money on that one.
Yes.
Maya's got to work to get around in front right there.
And a foul called as Maya Haney will pick up the foul. As number 22, she was not on my roster sheet. So I'm just going to look her up real quick. She was not on my roster sheet at all. Very unusual.
I've got them. You never know. She may have forgot her uniform and had to get a spare.
Yep. There is a lot of possibilities.
Maya's got to work really hard, like right.
That one tipped out by Ayani Henry and the Wildcats as the pair is missed.
A couple of little mistakes that are like effort, like that's a little bit of effort by Ayani, but it ends up in Heritage's hands.
Getting inside to Dixon. Wildcats almost forced a 5-second count. Now Neal. Sending inside Surratt. Surratt weaving through defenders. Going up, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. McKinley Campbell pushing the other way. Madison Campbell back in the ballgame. Wide open from 3. When are they going to learn? And doesn't get that one. Maya Haney with an offensive rebound. Inside McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell falls down to the play, trying to recover the play.
Trying to call a timeout.
Trying to call a timeout. I guarantee McKinley Campbell is trying to call a timeout as well down there.
And it's frustrating when you have 3 officials for none of them to recognize the timeout being called.
She is still calling a timeout and gets it finally for the 32nd timeout. We'll stay right here. 1:13 left to play in the second quarter, 31-25. And this game brought to you by your halftime sponsors. Let's get them a shout out real quick. Springdale Athletic Foundation, Tyson Foods, McClarty Daniel, Parks Hometown Fresh, Harvest, 5H Sports Photography. And those are your halftime sponsors for the game. 1:13 left to play in the second quarter, 31-25, a 6-point lead for the Lady Wildcats as they will inbound on the baseline. McKinley Campbell will do the honors.
Connor, I'm wondering if 22 for Rogers Heritage is a freshman that's moved up, because I don't see her on the roster either. So ninth grade finishing up basketball this week. She may be a freshman.
Maya Haney, the freshman, going inside for 2 and getting it to fall. On cue, we were talking about freshmen. Maya Haney says, talk about me a little more.
Hey, she doesn't play like a freshman, I can tell you that.
No, she did at the beginning, but she has grown into her own.
She's just grown so much, really in the last 2 weeks. It's so fun to watch how she has improved. The decision making is so much better.
Would it be appropriate to say night and day?
Night and day. I mean, obviously, she's always been a solid player. As a freshman, you don't move up kids that aren't great players. But the maturity factor has just grown by leaps and bounds in the last few weeks.
Delaney Roller sees a 3-point opportunity, denies it there, weaving around the screen, giving to Maya Haney again. Maya Haney going to her right hand as she normally does, puts up the shot and is fouled on the play. She'll go back to the free throw line. She lives at that free throw line. She's there a lot.
Well, and hopefully she capitalizes on this. She's been working on the free throws in practice, And why Maya gets to the free throw line is because when she does go up, it's such a good, solid, strong move that the officials give her the foul because she's just such a solid finisher.
Trying to look this up right now, but looking up Maya Haney's free throws attempted per game in the last 5, which is a very interesting stat. She's attempted 4 free throws per game in the past 5 games.
Tells you she's getting to the rim. She's going up strong.
As Delaney Roller almost got a rebound. Did she make one of those?
She did not.
As going the other way. I was looking down at my stats.
Definitely,
gives it up.
Definitely a sore subject.
Brooklyn Simmons knocks down another 3. 33-28. Madison Campbell sends out Delaney Roller. Delaney Roller swinging, or stepping through, I guess, and a traveling violation called on the Wildcats. MacArthur will come in for Maya Haney. 7.6, that's not what the Wildcats would have drawn up for their last shot.
Well, you know, and Delaney's, she wants to win, she wants to finish, she wants to get those, you know, and just forcing it a little bit right there. Got to have a better closeout, quicker closeout.
And at the buzzer, not what the Wildcats wanted, but exactly what the War Eagles wanted. A 3 at the buzzer from Williamson will make it a 2-point game going into the halftime, and that's gonna deflate the Wildcats just a little.
Well, you know, Coach Jenkins is going to go in and talk to them about the little things that they're not doing, like, you know, moving on the fly to the ball right there and being there on the closeout, on the catch. You've got to be there.
Yeah, you got to be there, and we're going to go into halftime break. We'll be right back here with third quarter action on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care care for our neighbors had come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown Fresh.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Good evening and welcome back to the second half action here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 33-31, 2-point lead for the Lady Wildcats after a buzzer beater 3 from the War Eagles. Not what you want to see for the Wildcats, perfect for the War Eagles.
No, in just a series of unfortunate events. A forced shot with 7.8 seconds to go at the end. You want to save that last shot for Har-Ber, get a good look. Coach Jenkins was very frustrated with their defensive effort at halftime. Understandably, I expect to see the Wildcats turn it up right here.
They normally do. They're really a second half team when it comes down to it. Surratt going inside, putting up the shot, no good. Rebound her own shot and puts it back up for the 2. She's got 13 in the ball game.
Another offensive rebound. That's killing them right now.
As MacArthur sends it inside, McKinley Campbell tips back to MacArthur. I think we both know what this play is, but we can't say it. But as Roller with it. Roller, little spoiler alert here, Roller 1 point away from the 1,000-point club here at Har-Ber High School as she'll pull from mid-range, and there you go!
There it is.
1,000 points.
You hear Mr. Parks down there celebrating Delaney hitting her 1,000-point mark.
As a Har-Ber Wildcat, there's only 3 Har-Ber Wildcats to hit that mark in the Coach Jenkins era. Kaylin Coons, Patience McDaniel, now Delaney Roller, all have hit 1,000 points or more.
And I bet she won't be the last.
And she will not be the last.
And, right there, that's a perfect example of what Coach Jenkins talked about at halftime. Great effort, but then it's a 50-50 ball. And who gets it? Heritage. Heritage gets the 50-50 ball, puts it in. That's a 50-50 ball that Har-Ber has to get.
Now MacArthur, they have Surratt at 18 actually. I didn't have her, I had her at 15, but MacArthur going inside, could not finish the 2. Now going the other way are the War Eagles. Simmons with it. Sends it over Surratt. Wide open 3 again, and short on that play, but it'll go to the Wildcats.
Again, a missed closeout.
Missed closeout. Surratt was pretty much seeing a lot of sunlight on that play.
Way more than Coach Jenkins is going to be comfortable with.
As MacArthur now with it. Surratt on a hot streak here tonight with 18 points. McKinley Campbell with it, looking for Madison Campbell, gives it to Roller instead. Roller to MacArthur. Coming off the screen is MacArthur going inside, pummeling inside for 2, and gets it to fall. Jazz MacArthur on the board for the first time tonight with 2.
Maybe misses getting the and 1 call right there. Lots of contact. One thing that I'm frustrated with a little bit right now, Connor, watching that last play is, 4 or 5 screens. I don't see them actually land a screen on anyone. They're going through the motions.
Going inside to Surratt. Delaney Roller there to break it up, but she will step out of bounds, and that'll stay with the War Eagles on the baseline. So a good job on the help defense, not being late on that possession.
It's something they rep over and over and over again. Help the helper, rotations.
Simmons trying to inbound, gets it inside to a wide open Dixon,
And
who
again,
will not get it.
Coach Jenkins not going to be happy with that area of that defense right there.
McKinley Campbell going inside, putting up the 2, doesn't get it. And right now the Wildcats giving up a lot of chippies and missing a lot of chippies, as I like to call them. Going inside for 2, no good. And Madison Campbell another rebound, but gets back tipped by the War Eagles, being a little overzealous with the ball. But then now the War Eagles lose it, and it'll be Wildcat ball.
Another 50-50 ball that goes to Heritage.
Well, the Wildcats get it back by pure luck a little bit right there. 37-35, 2-point lead, 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
And Coach Jenkins talked about hope at halftime, like a team that like Heritage that has been struggling to win consistently. Great shot by Jasmine MacArthur right there. When they go into halftime and hit a 3 and they're just down a few points, now they think they can win. Now they think they're in the ball game, and you're going to get their best shot right here.
As inside for 2, no good. And going to the free throw line are the War Eagles. Fitzgerald will pick up her first. So first free throw. Up and good.
And so many times tonight it looks like Har-Ber is just a split second too late. Just moving a little bit late, not moving on the fly to the ball, watching just for a second before they move, and that's just enough time for Heritage to take advantage.
As MacArthur gives it up to McKinley Campbell, I should say. Jeez. As McKinley Campbell coming around the double screen, going inside, weaving for 2, doesn't get it, but gets inside for her own rebound, but I don't think she reestablished in time.
I don't know. I'm not an official, but it looked like she did to me.
In the cheap seats up here at Har-Ber High School. The crow's nest, as we call it. As Brooklyn Simmons will bring it across and now gives it up to Dixon. Dixon guarded by McKinley, or not Dixon, that's Neal. Neal guarded by McKinley
Lots
Campbell.
of contact, I was going to say.
Roller was in stride for 2.
Love, the ball control of McKinley right there to go down to her knees, never lose her dribble, pop back up, and had an assist coming.
Neal will pick up her second foul, as now McKinley Campbell will bring the ball across for the Wildcats. You'd like to see Madison Campbell maybe get a touch here. She was kind of red hot in that first half. A foul on the floor. Sesta Williamson.
And to me, it looks like McKinley's decided to take this game into her hands, and she doesn't want to lose a basketball game. So,
has McKinley decided that, or has Coach Jenkins decided that? Because the plays are being ran right now for her and Delaney Roller, as Delaney Roller shoots on that one and gets it to fall. But why wouldn't you run a play for your 2 best players?
I think we can trust Coach Jenkins' play calling in this situation.
Simmons, Surratt. Back to Williamson. Williamson fakes a 3. Now going up for 3. No good. Dixon blocked and fouled.
A better job by the Lady Wildcats of flying around and rotating. And first, closest, quickest is what they always say. Kinley missed a little bit of a block out right there. I think she got shoved under a little bit.
And for anybody not accustomed to Coach Jenkins and maybe a little bit of her resume, almost at 600 wins as a coach overall. She has had 2 state championships at the 3A level, 2 conference championships at the 6A level, and has done a great job for the Har-Ber Wildcats.
And how many runner-ups in state?
Oh, she doesn't want to mention that. She has been in the state finals 7 times, since won 2.
I mean, it's an incredible record. No, nobody works harder than Coach Jenkins and the staff at Har-Ber.
MacArthur now with it. Trying to give it back. She does to Delaney Roller. The double team's up at top. Now back to MacArthur. MacArthur weaving through, sending it down to Fitzgerald.
Wow.
Fitzgerald off the great pass, could not finish.
Whew.
But MacArthur definitely found her in stride.
She'd love to have that assist. That was nice.
Definitely nice. As Surratt will shoot up the 3. The spot up 3 short, and the Wildcats got a little bailout on that one.
again, you're slow to the closeout. You have to get there faster. Sprint and sit.
MacArthur sees a free shot and says, give it to me. She's got 8 in the second half. She's got 8 in the ball game. MacArthur pouring it on here in the second half.
The Lady Wildcats just have so many weapons.
They have weapons on weapons on weapons as they have put it on the War Eagles here and are now up by 9 in this ball game. What was a 4-point ball game, I think, going into the half is now 9.
Well, the Lady Wildcats have just got to consistently get where they're supposed to be on defense. They're still a little bit late, and honestly, they're just getting lucky that Heritage has missed a couple of really good looks in this third quarter. We've got to get to those closeouts quicker. We've got to be great on the glass, boxing out, which was her #1 key tonight.
There you go. You won your $1 million.
I wish.
Yes. And up next for this Wildcat team, it's hard to look to the future, but we can here, is Southside at Southside on Friday. So you got to make a trip all the way to Fort Smith. That's a challenge.
It's a long trip, for us. When Coach Jenkins was in the 3A, when I was in the 4A, that an hour trip was an easy trip, but
yes.
We're spoiled up here, and that's a really long trip. And again, Southside sitting, where are they sitting right now? In the 7th spot? 8?
8.
But again, in the 6A West, any night, you have to step up. You have to show up ready to compete every single night.
As Williamson will get the ball in. 2:40 left to play in the third quarter. 45-36, a 9-point lead for the Lady Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena. As they get it inside to Dixon. Dixon against Fitzgerald. Sends it back out to Simmons. Simmons a good 3-point shooter, so McKinley Campbell not giving any space up top. As Fitzgerald tips it out, McKinley Campbell trying to win the 50-50 ball, and jump ball will go to the Wildcats. The effort play by McKinley Campbell.
There's nobody that does it better than her. She is going to get on the floor if she has to.
Surratt almost subbed in the ball game. Will sub in at the next time. As MacArthur with it, gives it up Madison Campbell. Now to McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell with a left side to work with. Pulling up from 2 and gets it to fall. McKinley Campbell ran the play to perfection, gets the point. 7
Just give her
points
a
on the
little
night.
space. She doesn't need much space.
Now Simmons almost lined up the 3. And Madison Campbell with the tip away. Alexis Fitzgerald recovers. Mal MacArthur to roller for in stride 2. Doesn't get it. But Madison Campbell with a rebound saves it to McKinley Campbell.
Again, an effort play. Offensive rebound.
Delaney Roller almost with the 2.
Another
Madison
one.
Campbell, another offensive, and will be fouled in the play. And this is something that you looked up at the halftime. What was the free throw numbers for the Wildcats at half?
They were 4 for 8 at halftime. And, 50% is just, you just got to be better than that in high school basketball. In junior high basketball, you got to be better than 50% from the free throw line. You should be shooting 70% every night, especially with the talent that we have. These girls can shoot.
As McKinley Campbell will sink the first, making it 5 for 9.
Maddie Campbell,
sorry. I look up for 1 second, see the wrong number, and I'm just,
it's not the first time they've been called each other's names, and definitely won't be the last.
I know them well enough. They are nothing alike.
It's so interesting how different they are. Maddie's 2 for 2. It's been a while since Maddie's been 2 for 2. Really glad to see that.
6 for 10 on the night now are the Wildcats from the free throw line. Madison Campbell, McKinley Campbell picking up in the full court. Now MacArthur picking up on, looks to be Dixon.
Jazz, Maddie, and McKinley made a career of that press in junior high.
That foul on MacArthur.
Hard to imagine that was a foul on Jasmine MacArthur since she got shoved.
Above our pay grade is what I like to say. As Maya Haney subs into the ball game for Fitzgerald. Inside, an easy inside, and that's not what the Wildcats want to give up right there.
Again, it's something they work on every day, is defending the baseline out of bounds. It's the thing that you really don't want to give up as a coach. You don't want to give up a free throw block out right here, and you don't want to give up a baseline out of bounds easy.
The blob, as it is called, as Dixon will sink the first. She's got 10 in the ball game, her first point of the second half.
You know, and I don't know if you have the stat, Connor, but, you know, having 31 points at halftime, Rogers Heritage is much higher than what they've been scoring in the first half.
I would have to dissect it a lot more. I don't get their access to their stats as I wish. I wanted to pitch to every 6A West coach to open up their stat books for me, but I don't think that would ever happen. As Madison Campbell gives it up, Delaney Roller. Delaney Roller with Maya Haney. Keeps it for herself, goes up for 2, doesn't get it to fall. Madison Campbell tried for a rebound, and Williamson gets it instead.
I love the pass fake on that. Just got to finish again.
Wide open 3 for the War Eagles. No good. McKinley Campbell for a contested rebound, gets it. Saves it to MacArthur, and MacArthur looking to push to Roller. The football pass good. Delaney Roller is out streaking right now. She's streaking for the layups.
She's running the floor. She's the first one down the floor almost every time.
And that one good.
And what she knows is she is surrounded by good guards who know how to look up the floor and how to make great passes just like that one.
McKinley Campbell inside for Delaney Roller. Delaney Roller getting some chippies right now. Another one for Roller. She's got 19 in the ball game. Last bucket was given to Alexis Lee for the War Eagles. As Dixon saves it, goes outside to Williamson. Williamson going inside against the Campbell twins.
Lots of hands on basketballs, lots of deflections. They're flying around.
And Surratt capitalizes for 3. She's got 21 in the ball game. Maya Haney gonna go inside, sends out to MacArthur. MacArthur pulls up from mid-range at the buzzer, does not get it. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Surratt with 21, Delaney Roller with 19 as we go into the fourth, 53-43. The Wildcats up by 10. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Jackson told me we threw, get to the ball, and one play.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Welcome back. 53-43 our score. A 10-point lead for the Lady Wildcats with 8 minutes on the fourth quarter clock.
Definitely a better effort by the Wildcats in the third quarter defensively.
As now Surratt with it. She's guarded by Madison Campbell. Madison Campbell normally gets the toughest assignment every night. Surratt has 21. Given up. Inside, tipped away. That'll stay on the baseline.
Really good help.
Ione Henry right there for the help defense.
Great help by Ione. Really heads up play right there.
Ione Henry plays with some veteran experience, although she is only a sophomore.
She just does some things and gets in the way and gets her hands on some basketballs and makes a difference.
Madison Campbell trying to steal that basketball. Now inside Williamson. Stolen away by Ione Henry on cue. Now McKinley Campbell with it, gives it up MacArthur. MacArthur's kind of run their one responsibilities in this in the second half.
You know, in a player like McKinley, you want her to be in scoring position.
So you have to run her off the ball a little bit more. Going inside for 2, foul on the play goes to Ione Henry. Second on Ione Henry, the team's first here in the fourth quarter. Smallest player on this team that plays is about 5'6". Or no, 5'4", I should say. 5'4" for the War Eagles.
Oh, for the War Eagles.
The smallest player on the court for the Wildcats, probably 5'4", and the tallest player probably 5'6", 5'7".
You watch them line up in any practice, or there's just no really difference in the size of the team as overall.
As Maya Haney with the rebound, now MacArthur with it. MacArthur looking to push, being rode a little bit, but getting through it. Sends it over Madison Campbell, wide open three. Doesn't get it to fall. Ione Henry with a contested rebound, and jump ball will favor the Wildcats. You like to see her shoot it, though, after the first half.
Hey, I'll let Maddie shoot that all day long. It's a quick shot, quick in the shot clock, but the way she's been shooting tonight, it's probably a good decision.
They get it inside to McKinley Campbell. Now Ione Henry on the roll, and fouled on the play is Ione Henry. You'd like to see that finished, but at the same time, free throw line for Ione Henry for a chance for two.
And Ione's got such great hands, and she figures out a way to catch really hard passes, and finding the top of the square is something we talk to her a lot about.
And she is short on the first free throw. 6 of 11 now on the night for the Wildcats from the free throw line.
And just in case anyone is wondering, they do shoot free throws every single day. They work on it all the time.
Short on that one. But a rebound by McKinley Campbell. Now to MacArthur.
He's got good position down there.
Now MacArthur with it. Gives it up, Madison Campbell.
Great cut.
Now to McKinley Campbell. Gets a left side to work with, putting up the shot on the...
Little contact.
Yep, but good move. As MacArthur will pick up blocking foul. Her third. Team second here in the fourth quarter. 6:36 left to go. 53-43. The score hasn't changed.
And one of the officials told Coach Jenkins last week that McKinley tends to shy away from a little bit of that contact and misses getting a foul called because she tends to lean away from that contact to try to finish the shot. And again, a defense right there. I mean, that's missing an assignment, missing a switch right there to inbound the ball, and then forcing help, not getting a block out, little things.
Little things matter. As the free throw good, I think it's Alexis Lee.
They seem to be shooting free throws better than we are.
Substitution here for the Wildcats. Maya Haney will sub out of the ball game. Fitzgerald back. Another free throw good by Lee. As McKinley Campbell with it. Coming around the screen from Madison Campbell. Getting bumped all the way, and now that one out of bounds and will stay with the Wildcats on the sideline. So now they get the opportunity to run a slob. I love using those. Blob and slob are some of my favorite words.
Well, a lot of people don't know what that means.
Sideline out of bounds. There you go. Clarify real quick. Brooklyn Simmons with a steal. As Williamson now with it. Sends it over to Simmons.
Dead ball again. Wildcats are doing a good job of getting Heritage to pull their dribble. Like to see a much harder deny when you have a dead ball.
A little bit of a shove right there, but not called, and that'll go the other way as that ball thrown out of bounds. 53-45, 5:52 left to play in the fourth quarter as McKinley Campbell now has the ball.
Har-Ber needs a bucket right here.
They do. As Fitzgerald with it gets double teamed and is fouled on the play, and that also works.
And, I'd like to see a little bit better decision by the senior right there to face up instead of just turning and dribbling against two.
Fitzgerald, you also got to give Fitzgerald a little leeway when it comes to that, because this is her first year of varsity experience.
And she's done incredible.
She has
she's
for
had
her first
great
year.
year.
And a double dribble on McKinley Campbell. Kind of had the dribble to handle the ball, picks it up, and then dribbled again.
And I feel like every official calls that a little bit differently.
Yes.
Depending on what night it is, I see people get away with that all the time.
Because it's kind of a gathering dribble instead of a actual dribble.
Right.
I think that's allowed in NBA in college as a gather dribble.
Great steal by Madison Campbell right there, just being in great position, getting the and one.
And one, Madison Campbell. She's got 14 in the ball game, looking for 15 at the free throw line.
And it's the power of Maddie Campbell. She just, when she's in the right spots defensively, she's so fast and she's so smart.
Oh, I cheated her some points. She's got 16. I forgot she made 2 free throws earlier. As she sinks that one and now has 17.
Completing the three-point play.
She has done a lot of three-point plays tonight, whether it be the old-fashioned or the new-fashioned three-point play. As Williamson coming across the timeline, guarded by MacArthur all the way. Ione Henry picking up Surratt all the way up top as well. Almost forcing a 5-second count. Surratt getting physical down low with Ione Henry. And Ione Henry puts her on the ground.
No and ones.
No and ones. Third personal, Ione Henry. Surratt will go to the line, or Surratt, I should say, will go to the line shooting 2. As she will sink the first.
Love to see Ione working that hard on defense. Surratt's just a really tough player to guard.
Especially down low. She's done a good job of getting deep positioning. She'll shoot another and get it to fall. 23 in the game for Surratt. 17 for Madison Campbell, 19 for Delaney Roller. Over to MacArthur. Inside Fitzgerald. McKinley Campbell swings to Madison Campbell. Wide open 3. Up. Will she get 20? She will. Madison Campbell. She has come alive.
Having a great night.
It's not senior night. It's freshman night. Madison Campbell freshman night, I should say. Although it is senior night here at Wildcat Arena. And I talked to McKinley and Madison about that earlier. I said, how do you feel about it senior night? You going to let the seniors kind of go and have their fun? And they were like, no, we're going to have fun too.
And, you know, they love each other. They're great teammates. They want everybody to be successful. Nobody celebrates success of their teammates more than McKinley Campbell. But ultimately, they just want to win the basketball game.
Yes, and they're going to do what is needed to do so. Madison Campbell with 20 points, and I know for a fact, I don't have to look it up, that's their highest point total at Har-Ber High School.
That's so exciting. You know, it won't be the last time Maddie Campbell scores 20 points for Har-Ber.
But you know it's there now. You see it. We've all been talking about it, but now we've seen it.
And hopefully she sees it. Hopefully she feels the confidence of who she is and what a great basketball player she is.
Everybody seeing the untapped, or the tapped potential, I guess now, of Madison Campbell.
And how do who do you scout?
MacArthur has 8. Madison Campbell 20. 19 for Delaney Roller, 7 for McKinley Campbell. A very well-balanced approach by this Wildcat team tonight, as Madison Campbell almost had a runaway too.
Another deflection, almost a steal. McKinley ends up with a steal out from Madison's effort.
And now that'll go to the free throw line. Will McKinley Campbell foul on Dixon? Her third. As McKinley Campbell will go to the line. It'd be nice to see MacArthur get another bucket, McKinley Campbell get 3 more points so you can have 4 double-digit scores. That'd be a nice sight. Just so we can call this a really well-balanced night.
And the thing about that is like, that's going to be pretty normal going forward for this Wildcat team. Is you have balanced scoring. There's no one that you can just take out.
As McKinley Campbell makes it 61. The Wildcats scored 62 in their previous game. They've got 4 more minutes to outscore that.
Just shows all the potential that is in this very young team.
Simmons gives it up. Wide open 3 for Williamson from deep.
Miscommunication on defense right there.
As Surratt will step out of bounds. The work by Madison Campbell early. As Delaney Roller 7 in the ball game, replacing Fitzgerald. This one's still a 14-point ball game. It's still within reach, so the Wildcats not going to sub out yet.
And you can't. I mean, one of my very first coaching lessons was how you don't sub out too quick.
because it can lead to a – basketball is a game of threes. It's a game of, really fast scoring nowadays. It can change very quickly as Delaney Roller hoists up the three, does not get it to fall.
You'd be surprised how quickly someone can score 20 points.
Very much so. Especially in high school basketball, how volatile it's been recently. Scoring has been a major emphasis nowadays over defense in high school basketball.
Well, that's, what does everyone spend their time doing? As soon as
Practicing
they walk in
jump
the
shots.
gym, they want to shoot the three, right?
The game has definitely changed. Obviously, I didn't play much of it, but you can definitely tell us about how the game has changed from a more defensive mindset to now an offensive mindset.
Well, and the shot clock helps with that too, right?
It does, yes.
It was very unusual when I was playing for high school teams to score 60 or 70 points, and now that's pretty common. Again, the shot clock helps with that, but also just the mindset of everybody wanting to pull the three.
And the shot clock has honestly helped a little bit more in the defensive end as well, because you're trying to force some shot clock violations. I think the shot clock has been a major good addition.
I totally agree. I love the shot clock. When I first began coaching, the shot clock's just now
about maybe 3 or 4 years old.
Statewide, maybe 2, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Statewide maybe, but 6A I think about 3 or 4.
And I can remember coaching against teams that would start their delay game, in the second quarter.
As MacArthur misses that one. And yes, I can remember that watching at the 3A level when Coach Jenkins was at that level and I was too. Delay game was a major emphasis for some teams.
And nobody wants to watch that, right?
No one does. And the game has become way more entertainment.
It's dynamic,
based.
it's fun, it's fast, which is, it's what everybody wants to play that way, and that's what people want to watch as well.
As Maya Haney will sub back into the ball game, she'll replace Ayani Henry. See, it's kind of pink out night. Pink shoes for the Lady Wildcats, pink shirts in the student section, pink pom-poms for the Silver Stars. Wide open Delaney Roller from 3, and there you go.
Oh, there we go, Delaney. I noticed the Lady Razorbacks playing in their pink last night against Tennessee.
Delaney Roller with 22, and you want to talk about colleges. Delaney Roller going to Missouri Southern State University to continue her career next year. That's not pink, that's green. I know that very well. That's where my brother plays.
You got some of that gear in your house, don't you?
Oh, yes. Trying to clear it out as he's graduating, but
it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that Lawson Jenkins was here playing in this gym.
Yes. He was a very solid, good player for this Wildcats squad. He won the first conference championship.
1,000-point ball here.
He hit 2,000. 2,000. I like to make the joke. Coach Kimberly Jenkins, obviously my mother, 3,000 points in high school. Lawson Jenkins, my brother, 2,000 points in high school. I had 3. So if we're playing by golf rules, I win.
I think you win anyway, Connor.
Yes, the pull-up no good.
And that right there, that's very frustrating. Coach Jenkins, I'm sure, is not happy with that effort on the boards.
MacArthur going inside for 2. Might have got touched on the play. Fitzgerald with the rebound. Sends it back out McKinley Campbell. And timeout called by Coach Jenkins and the Lady Wildcats. The full timeout.
I think she feels like you do, that this game is not exactly out of reach right now, and let's make some great decisions. Let's make our 90s. That's a 90 for Jasmine MacArthur. We got to make that. We've got to have that rebound on the other end.
As that'll send us to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
I think that's a good call.
As we come back, 65-48, we're talking about the good call of less commercials as we come back to an unmuted mic. But we're here.
Hot mic.
Hot mic. 2:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Yes, your commentators do have conversations at the break. If you don't know it, I did coach under Coach Davis.
Hey, that was a good year.
That was a great year, as a regional championship was hung at Central Junior High.
I mean, you may not have 1,000 points at Har-Ber, but you have your name on a banner at Central Junior High.
That is very true.
And Lawson Jenkins doesn't have that.
He has one in here.
He does have one in here.
He has a conference championship here, but I appreciate the gesture. As MacArthur gives it up, roller, three-pointer up, three-pointer short. Fitzgerald tried for another rebound. You talked about it earlier. Plays the Dennis Rodman role, and she does a great job of it.
She does a great job of it. Oh, defense. We got to get matched up.
A minute and 56 left to play.
Great
Coach
help.
Davis joining us here tonight, giving us a great coach perspective. As Delaney Roller now with it, sends it to MacArthur, and will she do it?
Oh,
she won't. She gets a rebound, puts it up, and will be fouled on the play. Kind of caught it a little off balance.
And just, Jazz, sometimes she just tries so hard to make it that she misses.
Yes. As MacArthur, if she sinks both, will be 4 double-digit scorers on the night for the Wildcats.
Let's go, Jazz.
As Jazz will sink the first. You also coached Jasmine MacArthur at Central.
Oh, man. Jazz came to us as an 8th grader. Again, going back to Jazz, she transferred. There we go. Her 8th grade year, she was at Ramey Junior High. She transferred in, so she couldn't play because she had played a couple of games already. So she missed her 8th grade year of playing basketball. She played for me in 9th grade. We won a championship that year with her. And then she tore her ACL that summer, missed her sophomore year here at Har-Ber. So really, you've got a kid out there with not much more experience than the freshman.
Yes, and the freshmen in McKinley Campbell and Madison Campbell, they have played 9th grade basketball for 2 years already.
That's right.
They played 7th grade, 8th grade, and now in 9th grade they're playing up for Har-Ber.
Exactly. So they played when they played with MacArthur when she was a freshman and won a championship. We won a championship last year with them, undefeated last year with that group.
Oh, I remember. Fun year.
So these girls know how to win basketball games. They know how to win close games. They know how to beat good basketball teams.
As McKinley Campbell sends it over, Fitzgerald back to McKinley Campbell, over to Delaney Roller. The Wildcats and McKinley Campbell know that they don't need points here. As
Clock
Roller will
friend.
pull up and doesn't get it. Ione Henry with a rebound out to MacArthur, and MacArthur is just going to milk the clock. Now Fitzgerald out back to MacArthur. MacArthur going inside, sends it to Ione Henry, tipped out by the War Eagles, or by the Wildcats, I should say, as Weatherford and Haley Kerbo will come back into the ball game.
And I think that possession right there shows you a level of maturity and growth that this Wildcat team may have not had a month ago. Like passing the ball, being aware of the clock in the situation, and trying to use the clock right there when they could have got a couple of shots up right there, and they're content to just use the clock.
Shows some poise, as we said earlier.
Yes, sir.
Going inside for 2, up and no good. Out of bounds, dead ball, as Madison Campbell will sub back in the ball game for Fitzgerald. Maybe to get her 22, you never know, 23. Coach Jenkins a sucker for a storyline
down there. Coach Norman may be getting her a triple-double or a double-double down there. The stat keeper on the bench.
As J.C. Weatherford with a rebound sends it to McKinley Campbell. McKinley Campbell going to be pushed on the play.
Good hustle by J.C. Always count on J.C. Weatherford for the hustle play.
As that one going to be free throws from McKinley Campbell, created by J.C. Weatherford. Substitutions here for the War Eagles. McKinley Campbell shooting 2 at the line. She's got 10 in the ball game. We showed her last game, almost had a triple-double. I'd be interested to see her assist tonight. She shared the love tonight.
She has, and as McKinley's had some incredible basketball games, teams obviously are much more aware of her abilities than they were at the beginning of the year. So getting a lot more focus from the defensive side and people trying to deny her basketball and keep her from scoring, but can't keep everybody from scoring on this Wildcat team.
Not when Madison Campbell can give you 20, as McKinley Campbell gets 12.
Callie Stovall coming into the game. Another
Stovall.
former Lady Warrior.
And if you're thinking we're showing a little too much love to the Warriors, wait till next Tuesday as Coach Conley Clark will join us on the live stream for the Southwest Cougars. And we'll talk Southwest basketball as well. As that one goes inside and a foul is called. J.C. Weatherford will pick up her second.
Senior Alexa Fitzgerald is a former Southwest Lady Cougar.
There you go. As that first free throw missed, Jasmine Rojas will sub into the game.
Again, a sophomore from that same Warrior team last year.
Was a big piece to that team as well. As that one missed, Haley Kerbo with a rebound. Gives it up to Weatherford, who will give it to Stovall, and that should be the ball game. 69-51. No need for bucket right here. Weatherford gives it up to Annabelle Roller, and that will do it for us tonight. 69-51 is your final score here in Wildcat Arena. And give you a summation here on what has been a great night for the Wildcats. 20 points for Madison Campbell, her highest points at Har-Ber High School. I don't know what she got at Central, but that is her highest career high as a Wildcat. 10 for MacArthur, 22 for Delaney Roller, 12 for McKinley Campbell, 5 for Maya Haney, and that is the night that we saw from this Wildcat team.
Just a really, really solid offensive performance for the Lady Wildcats tonight. I almost said Lady Warriors.
And on the other side, Surratt with 23, or 24, I should say.
And that's a number that Coach Jenkins is not going to be happy with, to have one player score that many points for Heritage. She's going to want to address that.
That is going to be addressed, but you also got to address that they just got an 18-point win here in Wildcat Arena going into Southside, an away game, which you got to have some momentum going into an away game, as it is very tough. We're noticing that in college basketball right now. It's very tough to win on the road.
Yeah, I mean, any night when it's very similar to the SEC. I mean, you've just got talent up here, and you've got to come ready to play. And Southside's going to want to win. They're going to give you their very best. So they'll be ready.
They'll be ready. As we move on into the commercial break, we'll be right back here with men's action on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Thank you so much, Coach Davis, for joining us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
She's being escorted out by Tina and Michael Molly. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study business. And brother and sister, Gracie Bowling. She's being escorted out by her parents, Ginger and Eddie Bowling. And it looks like Bro, Noah. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study business. Up next, senior Caroline Boyd. She's being escorted out by Carrie and Jeff Boyd. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study in marketing and free dentistry. Up next, senior Zoe Grace Katz. She's being escorted out by Lindsay and Jason Katz. Her plans after high school are to attend Arkansas State on a dance scholarship and to study psychology. Next, senior Chloe Hurd. She's being escorted out by her parents, Jessica and Jamie Hurd. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study business. Up next, First Lieutenant Senior Blakely Pope. She is being escorted out by her mom, Anita Pope. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study biomedical engineering. Up next, senior Peyton Schlegel. She is being escorted out by Sherry and Ray Schlegel. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Central Arkansas on a dance scholarship and study biology with a pre-med focus. Up next, senior Anna Claire Stubbs. She's being escorted out by her parents, Rachel and Carrie Stubbs, and Lisa and Grant Taylor. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study elementary education. And up next, senior Anna Weiler. She's being escorted out by Lisa, by Tanya and Macy Weiler. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas to study apparel merchandising and product development. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for your Har-Ber Silver Star Seniors. Next up on our senior lineup, please welcome your Wildcat seniors. Up first, senior Connor Menifee. Up escorted out by his parents, Teran and Teresa Menifee. His plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and pursue a degree in business. And up next, senior Austin Reisinger. He's being escorted out by his parents, Robbie and Shelley Reisinger. His plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and pursue a degree in mechanical engineering with the goal of working in the aerospace industry. And just like that, let's make some noise for our senior boys. And finally, here we go. Up next, our Lady Wildcats seniors. Up first, senior captain Alexa Fitzgerald. She's being escorted out by her parents, Randy and Sherry Fitzgerald. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and major in communications. Up next, senior Haley Curbo. She's being escorted out by her parents, Curtis and Jill Curbo. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and major in psychology. Up next, and our most recent 1,000-point club member, senior captain Delaney Roller. She's being escorted out by her parents, Josh and Kristen Roller, and looks like sister Annabelle and other sister Eve. Her plans after high school are to attend Missouri Southern State University on a basketball scholarship and study business. Up next, senior Sydney McKenna Smith. She's being escorted out by her parents, Robin Smith and St. Teresa Wilkins. Her plans after high school are to attend Florida A&M University to study dentistry to work toward the goal of becoming an orthodontist. And our last senior tonight, senior J.C. Weatherford. She's being escorted out by her parents, Jason and Cindy Weatherford. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and later UAMS for pharmacy school. Please join me in celebrating all of our Lady Wildcat seniors. On behalf of the entire Wildcat family, thank you seniors and good luck in the future as you will be a lifetime representative of the Har-Ber Wildcats.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown Fresh.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours, thank you.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Welcome back to the action here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television, and two storylines that we've been following. Actually, joining me first, School Board President Randy Hutchison. I've got it out eventually. I about said superintendent.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you letting me do this.
Yes, sir. And one of the storylines for the Har-Ber Wildcats this season has been Cortland Muldrew, and he has been an outstanding player for them. You look at the stat right here, 22 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game in conference play. Then you look at Jackson Conley, and then, I mean, the storylines are just amazing. 15 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 4 steals per game in conference play.
Yeah, those two guys are really tearing it up this year. I've gotten to watch Cortland play a lot the last couple of years because, of course, he was at Springdale last year and had a great sophomore breakout year there, and he's come over here and just continued it and gotten even better. So I look forward to seeing what we got on the horizon for next year.
The horizon is bright for both Springdale teams. And actually, this is a cool fact. All 4 Springdale teams have clinched a playoff berth. All 4 of them. So,
I had no idea that had taken place already.
Yes,
that's great.
Springdale High School, and they have it in the little stats here. They have X's right next to them.
Perfect.
They've clinched it all in boys and girls.
Well, I just got through taking a look at the Springdale game. They're playing at Rogers right now, and Springdale's up by about 6 or 7 points in the first quarter. So hopefully they'll pull out a win tonight, and then we can get a big win here against Heritage.
Yep, and a big storyline also that we've been following is that the next time the Springdale teams meet will be the last time that has ever played in that gym. Tell us a little bit about that and what your role was in that. Tell us a little bit.
Well, that's a really big deal. For those that don't know, I was lucky enough to play for the Springdale Bulldogs way back in the mid to late 80s, and I played in that gym. And like you said, this next Friday is going to be the last basketball game that's going to be played in there, and it's going to be couldn't be more fitting to have Har-Ber and Springdale going at it one last time. We're, as you know, we're building a fabulous new arena over there at Springdale, and we're not unfortunately going to get to play any basketball in there this year, but next year we'll be cranked up, ready to go, and we're going to, in fact, we started moving stuff into that new arena today and tomorrow.
Wow. There you go.
So the classrooms are starting to get filled up with stuff. The coaches had their kids start bringing stuff over, so they're going to start having their locker rooms in there for now, and then next year it'll be full tilt.
That's awesome. And also, I don't know if you know anything about this yet, but the state tournament will be coming back to the 6A West.
Yes.
Could that be seen in the Springdale system? Or?
We are doing everything we can to make that happen. I know that we've made our intentions known that we'd like to have it, and it's my understanding that typically when a school builds a new arena like that, they try to showcase it by bringing the state tournament there the next time they get an opportunity. So next year would be the first time they'd have an opportunity to do that, and hopefully they'll follow through and we'll have it there.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And right now the playoffs for volleyball held at Har-Ber High School, so can Springdale host 2 state tournaments? That'd be Springdale Public Schools host 2 of them. That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
That'd be a nice sight to see. And we'll send it to Jared Park with starting lineups, and we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland and Principal Dr. Paul Green, welcome to Wildcat for tonight's second half of tonight's matchup. This is a 6A West matchup featuring your Har-Ber Wildcats and the visiting Heritage War Eagles. And now, it's game time. Here's your starting lineups. First, the visiting Heritage War Eagles. Number 11, Braxton Wackles. Number 12, Bryson Jackson. Number 24, Ryan Wassman. Number 32, Jordan Digley. And number 33, Ben Manuel. Head coach for the War Eagles, Tom Olson. And now, home fans, let's make some noise for your Har-Ber Wildcats. Your starters. Junior, number 3, Corbin Mulgrew. Junior, number 4, Jackson Conley. Junior, number 5, Hayden Woods. Senior, number 10, Connor Murphy. Senior, number 11, Austin Reisinger. Head coach for the Wildcats, Tommy Deckelbaum.
Welcome back. It is senior night here in Wildcat Arena, meaning that the seniors get a little more playing time than usual. There's 2 seniors on this Wildcat team, Connor Menifee, Austin Reisinger on this team.
Well, I hope that they can take advantage of this opportunity, and this will be something they'll remember for the rest of their life. So.
Yeah, senior night is a memorable thing, especially how Har-Ber does it. Some places don't do it this way.
Right.
Where seniors get to start on senior night.
Yeah, it's an awesome tradition, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to do it. And like I said, I hope they'll get out here and get their names in the scoring book somehow or another.
As the tip is good, and the Wildcats will win it. Jackson Conley will take over the 1 responsibilities. Gives it up to Mulgrew. Mulgrew, the junior, going inside, putting up the shot, and good. Cortland Mulgrew starts it off strong for the Wildcats.
Great shot. He knows how to take it to the rack.
He does. Very experienced player, and you know he's only a junior, but you like to see his experience has really grown over the years.
Absolutely. He's going to be awesome the rest of this year, and next year he's going to have a phenomenal year. I can already see it coming.
Wood over to Menifee, back to Conley. Conley wide open 3, pulls it, doesn't get it. Wood there trying for a rebound, doesn't get it to fall. Or doesn't get the rebound, I should say. And going the other way is the War Eagles. Gives it up. Now Waschels. Now Dipley. Inside. Jackson. Guarded by Mulgrew. Mulgrew putting on the clamps. Inside, stolen away by Reisinger. And now Mulgrew. Mulgrew pulling from 3. Back of the iron, no good. Menifee with the rebound. Wide open 3 for Menifee. Doesn't get it. Mulgrew with a rebound. Out to Reisinger. Back out to Mulgrew. Now to Wood. Wood pulls from deep three-point territory and doesn't get it.
Wow, they had 3 or 4 shots at it there.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get those to go down here.
6:27 left to play in the first quarter. 2-0 our score. Randy Hutchinson, school board president, joining us right now. Going inside, weaving through, sitting to the corner. Dipley 3, up and good.
That's a good shot by Heritage. They're not going to go away easily. They're a scrappy bunch.
They are. They have always been a scrappy bunch, no matter the talent that was on their team. As Cortland Mulder goes inside and gets the bucket to fall, he's got all 4 of the Wildcats' 4 points. 5-5 left to play in the first quarter. Ooh, don't know if that was established right there, but it was really close.
Yeah.
As Manuel has it, he's guarded by Jackson Conley. It's either Wood or Conley that takes on the toughest assignment every night. Now over to Jackson. Jackson going inside, weaving for 2 and gets it to fall. Now Mulder with it. Gives it up Menifee. Over to Conley. Conley spinning up and in.
Nice move. Very nice move.
And a poised move from a junior right there.
Absolutely. That's what you'd expect out of someone like him.
As now the War Eagles with it. Jackson with the ball. Going inside, knocking down Conley in the process, and one end and the other end. Jackson Conley is impactful.
Great play. Great play.
As Bledsaw and Marley, it was only going to be a moment until we saw the starters come back. The normal starters for the Wildcats as Reisinger, I should say, will come out of the ballgame as well as Menifee. As Mulder will bring it up for the Wildcats. Slowly, the Wildcats normally like to push the pace, but they're kind of slowing it down in this ballgame so far.
A little unusual. I'm not sure why they're not taking it at the rack.
Mulder with it.
Here we go.
Out to Marley from 3. Off the rim, no good. Now Conley. Inside to Wood. He'll go up strong for 2.
That's a great pass by Conley. He's doing it on both ends of the court.
At a very high clip. As the War Eagles with it. Wassman had given it up. Over to Manuel. Manuel carries a lot of the offensive load for this War Eagle team as he misses that shot. Going inside for 2, fouled on the play. That one assessed to Jackson Conley. His first. Wildcat team sitting at the 1 seed in the conference at 11-1, 23-2 overall. A very solid team.
Very solid. That's a great record, and hopefully they can win out this year and go into the playoffs on a high note, and who knows what will happen once we get to the playoffs.
And you might know this stat, but when is the last time Springdale Public Schools has had a state runner-up, but a state appearance 2 times in a row in state finals?
It doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often. That'd be good back-to-back state appearances.
That's awesome.
But the Wildcats and the Springdale Bulldogs, who upset the Fayetteville Bulldogs the other day, who were the current 1 seed in the state.
That's correct. I was at that game. I was at that game. It was an awesome game.
I watched Zach Arndt's call on that game, and Zach Arndt is very good at what he does. He said the classic line, I loved it, "There will be no purple rain tonight." And it was maybe my favorite line I've ever heard him say.
I saw that on Facebook afterwards and thought it was very appropriate.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the iconic thing that the Fayetteville Bulldogs do. If you've never been to their arena, every time they get a win, they play the Purple Rain by Prince song. And it is, or Prince or the symbol that he went by, I don't know.
Right,
yes.
Yeah.
As Hayden Wood will inbound. 3:57 left to go in the first quarter as he gets it inside to Conley. Conley going inside, sends it back down to Wood, who's tricking on the baseline. Gets it out to Muldrew. 3, up 3, good. He's got 7 early points for the Wildcats.
That's all Har-Ber has to do is just drive in there and get it to the open man, and good things happen.
Good things do happen. Paint touches are being key right now for the Wildcats. 11-7 our score. Giving up, Manuel now with the ball guarded by Conley. Back out. Now to Karas. Hayden Wood almost with the steal. Might get it instead. He does. Sends it back out Conley. Conley weaving through some defenders. Now sets it back out to Muldrew. Muldrew putting on the moves against Karas. Going inside. Putting up the shot and good. Cortland Muldrew is on a mission here tonight.
He's feeling it tonight. He may have a banner night on scoring tonight the way he's going.
I've only got room for 34 points on my stat sheet right here, and he's on pace to break it. Stealing some stat sheets from Blair Cartwright over at Bentonville. He gave me this little cheat code. I like it. Going inside for two are the War Eagles. No good. And out of bounds. We'll stay with the War Eagles on the baseline for the baseline out of bounds. 13-7 our score. 2:36 left to play in the first quarter here in Wildcat Arena. Conference play about to sum up. Then we get to the playoffs. The best word in sports, in my opinion, is the playoffs.
Absolutely. Playoffs is the fun time of year.
Especially having 4 teams in it for Springdale Public Schools. What could be more fun?
No doubt. I'm looking forward to it.
Ben Manuel gets his first points of the night for the War Eagles. Now Muldrew getting the screen up top from Bledsaw. Rejecting, now gets doubled. Going inside, sends out Marley. Marley, wide open three. Short. But that'll stay. Oh, no, it was not wide open. It was blocked, actually. So that'll stay with the Wildcats. Wood to inbound. See Jackson Conley all the way in the back for a safety. They get inside to Muldrew, guarded by Karas. Back to Wood. Three off the back of the iron. And now Marley there for the cleanup crew.
That was a great rebound. He came flying in there and got it, and he knew what to do with it once he got it.
Marley averaging 10.7 on the year for the Wildcats as a freshman. And what more could you say about the Wildcats and freshmen? They've got 4 of them playing, men's and women's.
It's amazing. The girls' team is just loaded with freshmen, and they're all good players. So that's nothing but good things to come for Coach Jenkins and her bunch.
4 double-digit scores for the Wildcats tonight as Marley goes up for the 2 and gets it to fall.
That was a great assist by Muldrew.
He can do it all. He has shown that he has the ability to pass the ball on any given night and score the ball at will. Going inside is Wassman. Sending it back out. Now Ben Manuel pulls from 3. No good. Muldrew with a rebound, looking to push against Karas and slows it down. Going inside. Going up for 2, and he weaves through the defenders. He's got 11 already, which is the point total that the War Eagles have on their own.
He's feeling it tonight. Yeah, there's nothing going to stop him from taking it to the hole, it doesn't look like.
He's on pace for 44 if my math serves me right. Which I'm not the best at math, so you got to stay with me here.
I think you're right on target.
As Karas now with it. Guarded by Bledsaw. Sends it back out. Manuel blocked by Wood.
Nice block.
Karas for 2, no good. Inside, Dipley 2. And a timeout by Coach Olson. And I think you have a little story to tell us about Coach Olson, don't you?
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing for the Springdale Bulldogs, Coach Olson was playing for the Rogers Mounties. Of course, back then Rogers only had one school. Springdale only had one school. And Coach Olson was a sophomore when I was a senior. He was a really good point guard, good at scoring with the ball, just a feisty player. I mean, his teams kind of mirror the way he played back in those days.
Yes, and Coach Deffenbaugh, his teams kind of mirror how he plays as well. He's very energetic and very emphatic with his coaching, and his teams kind of embody that as well.
Absolutely. I love watching Tommy, Coach Deffenbaugh, coach on the sideline. He's real intense, and he's fun to watch. He doesn't just scream to scream. He always has a purpose behind everything he's doing, and I think that's important as a coach.
He brings the energy, that's for
Absolutely.
sure, and that's what you need in a coach, especially with a team that is so talented that just needs to kind of control those other things.
Yep, he just got to know how to push them. He's figured out how to push the button so far.
12 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats will have the chance to take a last shot in the quarter, and they get it to Muldrew. 5. Muldrew dribbling up top. going inside, weaving through, putting up the 2, and he will not be stopped in the first quarter. He's got 13 in the first quarter here in Wildcat Arena.
That's one of the best performances I've seen all year. Har-Ber has done just about everything right so far this first quarter. Had a couple of defensive breakdowns. They cleaned that up, and they're gonna do real well.
As we send it to a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back, 21-13 our score, a fresh 8 on the second quarter clock as the Wildcats have the 8-point lead here in Wildcat Arena in conference play. The War Eagles now have it. Now Wassman down low to Manuel. Gives it back up. Karas, stolen by Conley. Now given inside to Manuel. Manuel going up for the 2, short on the play. Conley with a rebound, almost. Now Wood with it. Wood could lob it to Conley. He does, almost dunk time, but not today.
They called the charge, I think.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
Hayden Wood will pick up the personal. Was focused on that lob instead of the player in front.
Absolutely. Lost his focus for a second.
The Wood family, you know a lot about them. Very important to Springdale Public Schools.
Absolutely, yeah. His big brother was an awesome player in the district, and of course his dad, longtime coach, and now he's an assistant athletic director, is doing some great work for us over there.
And April Woods. You gotta give her some credit.
Yes, absolutely. April's coaching this year.
Exactly.
So she went from a teaching role to a coaching role. So that whole family is just tied up in sports.
Tied up in Springdale Public Schools sports. And Hunter Wood was an amazing wide receiver. His brother, Hayden Wood, pretty good wide receiver himself.
Absolutely. And there's another 2 for Mr. Muldrew.
Yes, 15 in the game now for Muldrew. He will not be stopped tonight when it comes to going to the rim. Now Wassman. He's running the 1. Trying to post up Muldrew right now are the War Eagles, but unsuccessful so far. Karas. Guarded by Conley. Going inside, sends it back out. Dipley. Wassman looking for a back-cutting Manuel, stolen away by Muldrew. Muldrew getting the screen from Bledsaw, coming around it, going inside for 2, and he is not going to be stopped tonight.
They got to get somebody in front of him, or he's going to have 50 points tonight.
And I think that's on his mind right now because he is not, he's looking to go. We could be witnessing history here in Wildcat Arena tonight, maybe.
If they don't decide to play a little more defense on him, it's going to be a long night for him.
25-16, 5:45 left to go in the second quarter. And a traveling violation called on the War Eagles. Some sloppy possessions by the War Eagles put together has led to this Wildcat lead blossoming into 9 points.
They're all discombobulated right now. They're kind of folding up to the pressure that Har-Ber's putting on them.
And they're really letting Muldrew's scoring kind of get at them a little bit. Muldrew was 17, the War Eagles was 16.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to guard. You got to at least try to guard him, because if you don't, he is going to torch you every night.
He's just come with that scorer's mindset here tonight. He pulls from deep 3. Back of the iron, no good. Bledsaw with a rebound, saves it to Wood. Wood over back to Muldrew. He'll pull from 3 again, and good. 20 points in the game for Muldrew, and we haven't even reached halftime.
We are seeing a shooting clinic tonight.
Yes, we are. Manuel coming around the screen, sends it over Wassman. Wassman up, Conley with a steal. He gets 4 of those a game. Going up for the dunk. dunk, who's there? It's Jackson Conley inside for 2. You like that one? Come on, I can't.
That was good. That was good. There's 2 or 3 of these guys that got some serious hops in them.
Yes.
It's always fun to watch them dunk in high school.
It is, and I mean, I've seen more dunks in high school basketball this year than I've seen in a very long time.
Yes, Har-Ber try. They really make an effort to get up there and do that, and it's fun to watch. I'm sure it's a little maddening for Coach Deffenbaugh when they miss one, but it sure is fun when they electrify the crowd.
Hayden Wood getting his first dunk of his career the other night at Bentonville West, and that was very cool to kind of see his reaction to that, kind of beating his chest a little bit. Everybody sharing the love on the dunking.
Yeah, I mean, back in my day, nobody could hardly dunk back then, and we got to dunk in warm-ups every now and then if the refs weren't out there to watch us.
Yeah,
so.
There you go. It's a technical still in high school basketball to dunk in warm-ups, but they get away with it sometimes. I've actually seen that called multiple times, the technical in warm-ups for dunking.
I had one called on me, and it wasn't very much fun to go over and see the coach afterwards.
Yeah, Dipley gets the three-point basket.
That was a good 3 right there. They needed that.
Jordan Dipley with 13 points already for the War Eagles, having a silent night for them, or a silently good night, I should say, as Cortland Muldrew sets the screen for Conley. Conley going inside, gets back-tipped by the War Eagles, and Dipley with it. Dribbles through the 2 defenders, sends it up to Jackson. Jackson fakes defenders, and that one tipped out of bounds will stay with the War Eagles on the baseline.
They called a foul.
No, that's a foul on Jackson Conley. Interesting. 2 fouls on Jackson Conley. He'll come out of the ball game for Connor Menifee.
Didn't see that one there, but that referee had something else in mind.
Yes. As I always say, it's above my pay grade. As the War Eagles will inbound. Get inside. Shooter step in. Back to Jackson. I think that's Jackson, maybe. And blocked away by Bledsoe, but another foul called on the Wildcats. I think that's going to go to Bledsoe or Muldrew. Call that on Muldrew.
Muldrew.
Probably the only thing that can stop Muldrew's emphatic scoring tonight might be fouls.
That's probably the only way they're going to get him to sit down on the bench tonight. And I think he's smart enough to stay out of that little trap. So
you would hope so, as the first free throw is no good. Jackson Conley already back into the ball game for the Wildcats. Coach Deffenbaugh is one of those coaches that he lets players ride sometimes when they've got 2 fouls, if they definitely can trust them.
Well, they've earned that over the last couple of years. They show that they're smart enough not to do stupid ticky-tack fouls, and he rewards them by letting them play. So
Muldrew gives it up. Now to Wood. Running a play for Jackson Conley to catch it in the post. Back out Marley. Marley sends it out Muldrew. Muldrew fakes the 3, going inside, weaving for 2, putting it up with the right hand. Wood with the putback, no good, and the War Eagles have it going the other way. Going inside, Jackson knocks down Bledsoe. Charge drawn by the Wildcats, and Bledsoe right there for the charge.
That was a great play. He got back, got his feet set, and that guy just plowed over him, and the ref made the right call.
You love to see those effort plays. Those are ultimate effort plays. There's 50-50 balls, winning those and then taking charges.
All 5 of these guys can't score like Muldrew. They've all kind of got a role, and I think that's one of his roles is to play defense and to do stuff like that.
Bledsoe, after the loss of Jabari Washington at the Fayetteville game, has really stepped up for this Wildcat team when it comes to defense and a little bit of offense added, sprinkled in.
You've got to have that if you're going to have a state run, and it looks like Har-Ber's got that package right now.
As Jackson Conley gets stolen away, but he steals the ball back, but gives it away again. Now the ball up to Wassman. Wassman with it. Conley determined to get another steal. You can see it on his face. Now Dipley tried to cut for it. Conley almost got a steal.
Yep.
And that will go the other way. So that'll be Wildcat ball. 3:09 left to go in the second quarter. And Muldrew, I'd like to see him get it going. I want 30 points at half. Maybe we can get on pace for 60.
There's been a little lull here. He hadn't scored in the last couple minutes, so.
Which he scored a lot of these minutes here tonight. I mean,
he's
played, and he's not subbed out, so let's see the math real quick. He's played in about 13 minutes and scored 20 points.
That's pretty good average.
Yes. Muldrew putting on the moves against Karas, falls down on the play, saves it to Conley. Conley pulls up, mid-range jumper, good. And I've said this multiple times, I'll say it again. If Jackson Conley can add a mid-range game to his game, he's already added the three-pointer, he'll be a solid player for this Wildcat team.
Absolutely. That was a good possession for the Wildcats.
As now Ben Manuel guarded by Cortland Muldrew. Back up for three, up and good for Drake Bales. 32-22. This game is not out of reach for the War Eagles. It's still a 10-point game. As Muldrew with it. 2:15 left to go in the second quarter. Karas defending. Gives it up Conley. Inside to Bledsaw. Back out, reset to Muldrew. 2:03 left to go in the second quarter. Muldrew putting on the moves, going inside, weaving through. Had a cutting Marley, but he kind of slipped on the play, and that'll go the other way. So Menifee will come back in with Jackson Conley. A little defense for offense substitutions, maybe.
I think they're getting a little tired. They're going to have to catch their breath here, and that wasn't a very good possession. Hopefully they can come back, play some good defense, and get a good offensive possession.
Going inside are the War Eagles. Ben Manuel against Muldrew, putting up the kind of scoop shot layup, no good. Muldrew coming the other way. Getting the screen from Bledsaw, using it, going inside, sends out, and he falls down again. Slick floor right now, as Manuel will go inside for the dunk.
That was a great play on number 33's part for Heritage. That was, he took it to the rack and dunked it.
Ben Manuel doing a great job right there for the War Eagles. Right now, the Wildcats trying to post up Karas and Muldrew. Menifee all the way to Marley. Baseline, good.
That's a great reverse layup right there.
Yes, 6 points in the game for the freshman in Marley. 57 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now to Dipley. Dipley going inside, sends back out Wassman. Wassman fakes the three. Going inside for two. Misses the shot. Menifee with the rebound. Menifee bringing it across, but now gives it to Muldrew. Muldrew wants all the smoke right now against this War Eagle team. Pulls from three after looking at him, and good! Cortland Muldrew.
Wow, that was from the sideline almost.
Wow. You just knew after he kind of looked at the player on the ground that was going in. As a timeout called by Coach Olson. And that's a 30-second timeout, which means we'll stay right here. 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter, 37-24. And here's some of your halftime sponsors brought to you by Springdale Athletic Foundation, Tyson Foods, McClarty Daniel, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Harvest, and 5H Sports Photography. You know a little bit about 5H Sports Photography, don't you?
Absolutely. We had the honor of taking the pictures before the game of all the seniors, and I was just fixing to tell you, I realized while I was taking the pictures, Menifee for Har-Ber, his dad played at Fayetteville same time I was playing at Springdale.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, Turan, I knew
a lot
him.
Of connections tonight.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Arkansas is a little small world sometimes.
That was a great shot for number 33. Whoa.
Oh, the full court shot almost good. As Manuel has 7 to end that. But Muldrew, he's the story of that first half. 23 points, already passing his average of 22 points per game in the first half.
I tell you what, you feel like Har-Ber should be up by about 20 points. You look at the scoreboard, and it's only a 10-point game. So it's anybody's game for the second half. We're going to have to come out and really put the hammer down because these guys aren't going to go away easy.
And that'll do it for our first half of action. We'll be back with the third quarter of action right after a quick commercial break here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a meal. Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it,
Jackson Coley, we get to the ball and one play.
Hi, Hi, this is Donald Tucker, the voice of the Har-Ber Wildcats. Are you looking for a new career? Would you like to become a professional truck driver? The CDL Training School in Tawnytown, Arkansas is open and accepting new students. You can earn your CDL in just 3 short weeks with employment after you finish school, and PAM Transport will cover your tuition. You will train in the same equipment that you will drive once you earn your CDL. Plus, students also receive a $100 weekly stipend during training. Don't wait another minute. Call PAM Transport today at 888-498-2549.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Welcome back, 37-27, a 10-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena. Cortland Muldrew with the emphatic first half with 23 points. What do the Wildcats need to do to kind of separate here? School Board President Randy Hutchison.
Well, it looks like we're going to get the ball here to start the half, but we need to go down here and score and just do what we did to open up the game. You know, take it to the rack, make them either foul us or get the easy layup and get some distance between us and them.
They're going to be a little bit harder in the 2-3 zone now for the War Eagles, kind of switching it up on the Wildcats. Wood sends out Conley. Conley makes the football catch out to Marlee. And really the War Eagles kind of start back with Karis in the starting lineup in the second half because they like how he's guarded Muldrew. As Marlee on the ground right now, grimacing in pain. Karis from 3, no good. Rebounded, though, by Waschultz, and up and good.
All right. That's not the way we needed to start off, but here we go. We gotta change that around here.
As now Cortland Mulder with the ball gives it up. Jackson Conley trying to give it up, gives it up to Muldrew. Guarded by Wassman. Muldrew will pull from that area. We've seen him do it already tonight. Muldrew looking inside for Wood. Wood down low. Marley, the cutting Marley, downtown for 2.
That's what you got to do. When they throw a zone at you, you got to get it to that free throw line, and then good things happen.
Marley with the good dunk. I mean, that is one of the most athletic freshmen I have ever seen, because he has the ability to throw it down whenever he wants.
He took one step, and he was up there.
Ben Manuel pulling from 2. No good, but it looked good. Almost went in as Jackson Conley coming the other way. Getting the screen from Bledsoe. Sending back out Muldrew. Muldrew back to Conley. Conley keeps. Going inside for 2. Blocked away. Now over. Waschultz inside for 2. Now Wood. Back to Muldrew, pulling from 3. That one air ball. Little Rogers Heritage War Eagle student section. Let them know about it. Kind of equal to Har-Ber student section right now, almost.
I think Coach Olson took them in. All right, that's what we got to do. We got to push it and make them either foul us or go score some easy buckets.
That is the recipe to success here tonight for the Wildcats, and also it's been Muldrew's scoring output so far. Get inside to Manuel. Dribbling up top. Keeping it. Now gives it up Waschultz. To Dipley, back to Waschultz, now to Manuel. Against Muldrew. Pulling from 2 again and gets it to fall that time. That's a hard shot to make. I definitely wasn't doing that ever in my career. As Wood sends it back out, Conley. Inside for 2. The Bledsoe, great look.
Great pass. As fun as it is to watch Muldrew score a ton of points, if we can get a couple more guys to get involved in the game and score some points, that's going to make it really difficult for Heritage to shut any one person down.
Now Wassman. Guarded by Marley. Marley almost got the 5-second count. Now Karas pulls from 3, almost banked it in. Wood sends it up to Conley. This is going to push the pace. Conley, Euro, inside, no good. Marley with the putback, no good. Rebounds again, puts it up, and the man's move inside for 2.
He was relentless on that one. He was padding those rebound stats.
He was. As Wassman with it. Marley, his average of 10.7. He has 12 in the ball game. Now it is Manuel. Manuel fakes it. Gives it back now, Waschultz. Waschultz going inside for 2, sends it back out. Dipley 3, up 3, short. Rebounded by the War Eagles. Manuel going inside, losing the handle, but a foul is called on Muldrew.
Well, you can tell that Heritage has come out here and they're trying to be aggressive. They didn't play anything like this in the first half. This is a different team, and they're going to be trouble to put away.
Kind of right behind Northside in the conference standings. Rogers Heritage sitting right outside the playoffs at the 7th seed at 4-9. Northside at 4-8.
Yeah, they're on that bubble. They're playing for their life right now.
Going inside, sending back out Jackson. Jackson inside for 2, puts it up, no good. Wood tipped away by Dipley, and that'll go to the Wildcats. As Muldrew already down the court. Timeout by Coach Olson, a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with him. We'll be right back here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back. 45-33, a 12-point lead. And you got a little update on the other game?
Yeah, Springdale is playing up in Rogers right now. It looks like they're leading 54-42 in the fourth quarter, so hopefully they can take care of business and get the win tonight.
Springdale at the 3 seed currently in the conference behind Fayetteville and Har-Ber. They're 8-4. Pretty big separation between the 2 and the 3.
I was just fixed to say there's a lot of separation between 1 and 2 and then the rest of the pack. So
as now Manuel will bring it across. Going inside against Conley, trying to put up the 2, and he gets it to fall. Ben Manuel going inside for 2. 45-35, 2:29 left to play in the third quarter. Sending over Conley. Back to Marley. Over to Conley. Ball movement important for the Wildcats right now. Wood driving baseline, sends out Marley, back to Muldrew. Muldrew going inside, back to Marley, putting up the 2, blocked away by the War Eagles. And a foul on Hayden Wood. His second person. As the Wildcats lead 45-35, 2:03 left to go in the third quarter. War Eagles get inside, but not without Conley stealing it. Going up, Euro again, 2 good. Jackson Conley with a little silent of a scoring night. He has 8 points, but at the same time, he's done a good job for the Wildcats defensively.
We're maintaining that 10 to 12 point lead. We just can't seem to pull it away.
Manuel falls down on the play. Could have been a traveling violation, but instead a timeout called by Coach Olson and the War Eagles. And again, that's a full timeout, which means we'll take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back, 47-35, a 12-point lead for the Wildcats here with a minute and 42 left to play in the third quarter. As Muldrew had 23 in the first half, has not scored since, but the Wildcats have still maintained that 10 to 12-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. That means we've got 3 or 4 other guys on the court that have picked up the pace, and we've got some other guys scoring. So Heritage can't just throw everybody at Muldrew without those other guys scoring. So that's a good thing for us.
Shows you the depth of this team. As Jackson will send it back out, Manuel now with the ball. He's guarded by Muldrew, who has taken that assignment here in the second half, as Manuel will miss the 3. Jackson Conley, Muldrew, and streaking out. Now Marley falls down on the play. We've seen a lot of falls downs tonight.
We need to mop the floor or something, because that's about the 4th or 5th guy that's landed on their keister.
In the girls' game, there was some falling too.
I wasn't here for the whole girls' game, but if that's the case, we need to see what's going on. People are going to get hurt out there.
Might need to do some mopping on the floor. A minute and 13 left to play in the third quarter. 47-35, still our score. As the Wildcats call the 30-second timeout, Coach Deffenbaugh is getting a little pep talk here because he knows his team. It's a 1 against a 7. Statistically, the Wildcats should be up by a little bit more in this.
Absolutely. This should be, I'm sure they're thinking this should be more of a blowout, and it's not. These guys aren't going to go away. Coach Olson's not going to let them do that.
A very competitive team, and they've always been competitive. That's just kind of a War Eagle way. They're never in the top of the conference, but they'll always give you a good fight.
That's exactly right.
As Wood gets inside Conley. Conley had a wide open 3, fakes the pass, 3 up, pretty good. Jackson Conley with
nice
the
shot.
fake out.
That was a great shot.
Had a great fake out pass to get the shot wide open. Now Washholtz going inside against Bledsaw, gets the bucket to fall.
That was a good move on his part.
Now Wood, back to Conley. A cutting Marley down low. Sends it down to Bledsaw, the perfect pass from Jackson Conley. I don't know if it was intended to be a pass,
Great play.
but it worked.
That was a great play. You can draw your the other defender to you, and dump it off and make it an easy shot for your teammate.
Drive, kick, draw, or drive, draw, kick, I should say.
There you go.
That's something I had Johnny Taylor as one of my head coaches a while ago, and that's something he said religiously.
That's another charge right
Yes.
there. That's the third charge, I think, tonight.
Yes, Bledsaw doing a good job right there. And those are, as we've said, the effort plays that win a ball game for a team.
Reminded me a little bit of Jalen Williams for the Razorbacks. He knows how to sell that that charge, and that ref saw it and made the right call.
Jalen Williams played for the Northside Grizzlies, also played for Coach Eric Burnett, who is now
Correct.
in the Har-Ber system.
That's right.
So there's a lot of dots you can connect within that little web. As Muldrew goes inside and gets it to fall. Cortland Muldrew, he hasn't scored in this third quarter till now, but he scores in a exclamation point way.
Yeah, the first 2 points he scored this half, and it was an excellent play, and he gets to go to the line and try to get an extra point out of it.
The old-fashioned three-point play for Cortland Muldrew. 0.4 on the clock, and Muldrew will sink it. 26 in the game for Muldrew. As that one was touched a little preemptively, and that will be the end of the third quarter. 55-37, the Wildcats kind of managed to put it a little more out of reach.
Yeah, they pushed it out to 18 points. That's the largest lead of the game, and that I feel a little more comfortable now, but hey, a lot can happen with 8 minutes to go. We got to just keep working hard and push this on out, get a 20-plus point lead, and go home.
And go home and take a little breather. As we'll take a quick commercial break, we'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Welcome back, and give us a little update on that Springdale-Rogers game.
It looks like Springdale still got the commanding lead. Looks like it's 63-52. Not exactly sure how much time there is left, but it is fourth quarter, so hopefully they'll be able to hang on.
As now we get back to the action here in Wildcat Arena, as that one will go out of bounds and going the other way.
Unforced turnover by Heritage there. That's going to drive Coach Olsen nuts.
Not exactly what they had written up in the book, but Muldrew will come the other way. He'll pull from three. Deep three, no good. Marley with a rebound, tries to put it back up and doesn't get it to fall. Muldrew with the tip out, and that should be Wildcat ball. It will be. You were ready for that one, weren't you?
Yep, that was a great play. Good hustle play.
He wanted the ball back. Those are what great players do, though. Great players get the ball back when they make a mistake.
That's correct. They don't feel good when they do something bad, and oh, that's a great shot by Wood there, right there at the free throw line.
His first points of the second half. 4 points in the game for Hayden Wood. And I talked to Coach Taffenbaugh a while ago. I've used this quote a lot, but it's a very accurate quote. When you get an aggressive Conley on defense and an aggressive Wood on offense, you have a recipe for success for this Wildcat team.
I don't see how that couldn't be a successful recipe. And Wood can shoot the ball, and I hope that he can get a couple more shots off before the game's over, get his confidence up, moving into these last couple games before the season ends and playoffs start.
And there is a rough next week for the Wildcats. They go against the Fayetteville Bulldogs, and they go against the Springdale Bulldogs, the week of the dogs.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can have any two harder Indian opponents, so no. I don't look forward to that for them.
As Jackson Conley goes inside and will get fouled on the play. Dipley just scored that former basket And then you look at the girls' side, too. That's two very hard matchup for the girls as well.
Absolutely. Fayetteville is a really good team, and Springdale has the girls' team. They've been playing out of their minds this year.
They have been playing
They're fun to watch.
well.
They're fun to watch. They just go 100 miles an hour from the time the ball's tipped up until it's over.
And one thing that has really defined both of those teams in the girls' bracket for both Har-Ber and Springdale is a term I like to call controlled chaos. It's exactly what they do.
That's a good way to put it. I know Coach Hunsucker over there at Springdale, she preaches that to those girls, get the ball, take it to the hole, be aggressive, and good things will happen. And so far, good things have happened most of the year for them.
Currently sitting at the 3 seed in the conference at 9-3.
And Har-Ber's just one game behind them. So
one game behind them, and it's going to be a decisive next week.
No doubt.
For both teams in Springdale Public Schools. Or all four, I should say. As going inside and good for 2. As I think that was Manuel who scored the bucket. Now Muldrew sends it back out Bledsaw. Bledsaw tries to get it back to Muldrew, and the steal. I guess that'll count as a steal. Up by Jackson, no good. Rebounded by Dipley, and a jump ball call.
That's good hustle by Wood there to get a hold of the ball and not let them have an easy layup.
And not let go. He held on for dear life right there. As Peyton Haskins will sub into the ball game for the first time tonight for the Wildcats. Again, this team, it is senior night, but they only have 2 seniors. This is a team that's going to really, I don't even know if you can call it a reload, but just they're going to come back next year even better.
We just got to get everybody back and make sure they're healthy, and good things should happen again for Coach Deffenbaugh. There's another shot from the free throw line for Muldrew.
Yes, he's got 28 points in the ball game, 61 for the Wildcats in the ball game.
That's 20-point lead. 20-point lead. We've pushed it out.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about. How can the Wildcats do so? Well, really, it's been their defense that has stepped up, and their offense has gotten along with it.
Yeah, if you can play good, solid defense, that just makes your offense so much easier.
Especially for this Wildcat team that loves to play in transition. If they can get those steals and those breakaway layups, that's their recipe. Now Manuel trying to get it up to Wassman. Does. Now guarded by Haskins. Wassman going inside. Hook shot, no good. Dipley with a rebound, puts it back up, and good for Jordan Dipley.
Good shot by him.
Now Jackson Conley with it. Going inside, putting up the 2, and gets it to fall. Jackson Conley is a slasher here for the Wildcats.
They're going back to what they were doing there in the first quarter. That's good.
Going inside has been Manuel. He'll sink the bucket as well. He has got 15.
He's had himself a good game.
He has. He's a very controlled player with his War Eagles team. Now Muldrew. 5:05, let's play in the fourth quarter. Going inside, weaving through defenders. Muldrew puts it up, rebounds his own shot, couldn't get either. Now going inside has been Manuel. Again, blocked by Conley. Again.
Great block, but they got the rebound and put it back in.
I think Jordan Dipley will be credited with the points. Is that 3? No good by the Wildcats. Muldrew with the rebound, sends it all the way back to Marley. And the foul is called.
I tell you, I've really been impressed with Conley tonight. I have seen him take charges. I've seen him make great passes. I've seen him make great shots. I mean, he has just been like the Swiss Army knife. He's done it all.
He has done it all, and that's Jackson Conley for you. He might not get all the recognition that Cortland Muldrew does, Isaiah Sealy does, but he does what needs to be done.
Absolutely, and he's going to have a real good chance to play some ball after high school if he keeps playing like that.
One of the best defensive players in the state of Arkansas is Jackson Conley, and you can't correct me because I know it's right.
I think you're right on target with that assessment.
And honestly, an underrated defender on this team as well, Hayden Wood, is a very good rim protector for this Wildcat team.
Yeah, another year of growth for him, and he'll be playing some football and/or some basketball somewhere.
Yeah, he has the choice. That's a rare sight to see that an athlete has a choice to go play 2 sports at college level. As that 3 up by Manuel, no good. Rebounded by the War Eagles. Back to Manuel. He'll go inside for 2 weave.
That's on Wood.
Yep, that will be on Wood. His 3rd.
Still got an 18-point lead, so I'm feeling a little better with about a little over 4 minutes to go.
As Hayden Wood will pick up his third personal, no worries there. No one really in foul trouble. There was no real foul trouble tonight, either in the girls' game or the guys' game.
No, there's not been many fouls called tonight. I mean, I'm looking at the board there. It looks like there's been about 5 fouls on us and about 4 fouls on them, so there's not been a lot of fouls called this half.
There's 7 total in the game called on the Wildcats.
Wow.
From my records. As Conley with it. Gives it up, Muldrew back to Conley. Now Bledsoe. Mid-range jumper good.
I tell you what, that free throw line is the key to that breaking that zone. And if you got some guys that can hit the ball, hit the shot from there, it's going to make them get out of that zone because it's hard to stop that free throw shot.
Saved by the War Eagles, but it will go out of bounds and going the other way for the Wildcats with 3:48 left to play in the fourth quarter, and they have the 20-point lead against the War Eagles. Muldrew has a shot if he wants it, but sends it to Marley, now to Conley. Conley guarded by Mandu.
Looks like they're playing a 3-2 or a
1-3-1 maybe.
1-3-1. I don't know. It's kind of maybe a matchup.
It looks like a matchup now, but it wasn't that.
Just got to get it to that free throw line, and good things will happen.
Muldrew going inside for 2 and will not be stopped. 30 points for Muldrew.
He's been re-energized here.
He has 7 second-half points. Wassman gives it up Dipley. Dipley pulling back out. Gives it up. Or, well, the Wildcats get it. And now Conley pulls it back. Pulls from 3. Good! And that's what they've wrote tonight in the books, in the script for this Wildcat game. The ball has fallen for this Wildcat squad. They've got 72 now.
Great shot. He played under control and got for him, an easy 3-point shot.
Coach Deffenbaugh sees the white flag raised by Coach Olson, and he'll raise it himself.
We're going to clear the benches and let everybody get some playing time.
I like to call it the JV star time.
Well, that's a great move on both coaches' part. All those kids work hard. They need a chance to get out there and play.
I was never in the work hard column, but I was definitely in the end of the bench column. As that one given up. Bales gives it up again. Now Mays. Branscombe. Inside Wassman, no good. Rebounded by Haskins, and he'll give it up to Tuck Disney. Tuck Disney dribbling around, trying to give it to T.D. Mosby, doesn't, but now Reisinger. Mosby back to Reisinger. He'll pull from 3, gets blocked on the play. Menifee with the rebound. Sends it out Tuck Disney. Gives it to Reisinger.
Shot clock's winding down. They need to get him a shot off.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Reisinger with the ball. Goes up for the shot and good!
That got the Har-Ber kids excited.
I think that might be his first points of the year or very close to it. Austin Reisinger, I should say, the sophomore, or the senior. As Menifee with it. Menifee pulling from 3. Good!
Wow.
Connor Menifee, and this shows you the depth of the Wildcats.
That was 3 or 4 feet behind the 3-point line, and he didn't hesitate. He just threw it up there. There's nothing but net.
1:07 left to play in the fourth quarter. 77-47, now a 30-point lead for the Wildcats here in Wildcat Arena. And with that shot clock, there's nothing more you can do. You have to score the ball.
That's right. Yeah, they've got it. It's rolling now.
What's your opinion on the shot clock in high school basketball?
You know, I think it's probably something that needs to be done.
Yes.
The crowd didn't come to watch Four Corners offense, and they did a lot of that back in my day, and that's not a real exciting brand of game to play or watch. So I think the shot clock keeps the ball moving and gives there a lot more shot opportunities. It's a good thing, I think.
I agree. I love it. It really improves some offensive abilities and improves defense, too, because you really want to get that 35-second shot clock violation.
Absolutely.
That is now in the game. So it's really improved both facets of basketball.
This may be our last possession right here with about 15 seconds to go.
77-48.
I think they're just going to hold the ball, and I think that's going to be it. Classy move by Coach.
That's what you want to do in this position.
Well, 29-point win. That's what I was looking for. It took them a minute.
Pretty good.
Took them a minute to get there, but they got it.
That's what they should have done. The 1 seed against the 7 seed. The Wildcats take care of business going into Southside, at Southside. And while Southside might not be near the top, actually they're at the bottom of the rankings, it's still, you got to travel all the way to Fort Smith.
Yeah, you still got to show up and play the game. If you go down there thinking you're going to kill them, you might get surprised. You never know what's going to happen. But if you go down there and take care of business, then that should leave you with Springdale and Fayetteville to finish up the year and go strong into the playoffs.
Should be a fun year in the playoffs. Best word in sports. As that'll do it for us tonight. On behalf of Randy Hutchison, the president of the school board, Connor Jenkins, Donald Tucker, Jared Cleveland, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Jackson told me we threw, get to the ball,